Welcome to another edition of Mass Nets and Mayhem. I am your slightly sane and sober host, the Outlaw LA Red. You can find me on Twitter at MMM Show. You can find the entire show on Twitter at MMM Show 75. Hi Byron. Hi Casey.
Hey, what's up?
Do your plugs. Drop your shit. Say some things.
Okay, at Byron Fever, at Lucha Gringo. I just want to say right now that I'm very happy that all the jokes about not being able to see John Cena has now been replaced by all the extremely funny jokes about how even in his real life, especially regarding his engagement, he always kicks out at 2.9.
Ouch.
Really? Did you go to like comedy class for that?
I read it somewhere.
Oh, you read that.
Yeah. You know what? You know when he didn't kick out at 2.9 against the fucking Undertaker. Dong.
I know where you didn't read that. You didn't read that on Reddit.
Did they ever get back to you?
No. So here's an interesting little piece of info. Somehow the MMM show got banned from the Lucha Underground subreddit. I have no clue how that's even possible. We have to be absolutely the most inoffensive people on that entire thread. I don't know if they didn't like us posting links to the show or if Byron logged into the account and inflamed somebody or what was going on. But somehow I'm actually kind of proud of it, where I'm re-earning that the outlaw moniker that I was given so many moons ago.
I just want to say that even though Reddit is a harbor for pedophiles, our account was not used to browse any of those subreddits.
I thought we were only allowed to call them nonces now.
They're pedos, and when you say it, it's all caps, and when you say it's a crime.
I think it's interesting. So anybody who has a Reddit account and whoever goes to the Lucha Underground subreddit, ask the moderators or start a thread on there and ask why MMM Show has been banned from the thread. I think everybody should just harass those guys just to see if we can find out exactly what happened. Which it's fine if for some reason we broke a rule or they just don't like us, or maybe we don't talk about Lucha Underground enough, even though I'm pretty sure we're the only podcast that is over 90% dedicated to just Lucha Underground.
It's funny because they have matches from SmackDown on the top of the fucking subreddit, but they pulled our posts. So yeah, great job, mods. Great job.
I see now they're cleared for even more posts asking if Johnny Mundo will be in Lucha Underground again. Follow-up question: do you think Taya will be in Lucha Underground?
Do you think Alberto Del Rio will be in? Oh, that's actually a real thread.
No, so's the other one.
Yeah.
I wonder if Drago's going to be back. I'm a Reddit poster. Eat a bag of dicks.
Byron's salty tonight. I think it's a little bit of gimmick infringement here. He's dressed like Mark Henry and he's stealing my angriness. It's like somebody
You're not angry because you have the video turned off and you're jerking off the whole time. We know this. It's like the 10th time you've done this.
Well, you did wear a pink jacket.
I'm sorry you guys are so pretty. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm
take it as a compliment.
Video's only, chest and up. You can't see my hands. But
hi, Mallory. I'm saying hi to Mallory. Hi, Mallory.
Hi. Oh, there's a chat room. I'm so like Instagram posts so people know that this is happening.
If anybody has any questions, please feel free to post them in the chat room, and hopefully Byron will be paying enough attention, or maybe I will.
Unless it's Mr. Krabs. You don't get any more fucking questions.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs has a question. How do I hang myself?
Why does it burn while I pee?
I'll help you with that question.
Man.
What?
Yeah.
Hi, Rebecca.
Krabs is dark.
See, Justin keeps saying hi to people, and like it's scaring me because I'm like looking at a video game screen at the same time. I'm playing Yakuza 6, man. I'm trying to get to where the New Japan dudes are at, and I'm not there yet, and it sucks because I want to be friends with Naito.
Naito.
I wish I was playing Overwatch right now. I am loving that game. I'm so addicted to that crackish game now.
Nice. I wish you had bought it on a system we have so we could play with you, but it's fine.
I wish I wish you called it that cracker game. That's what I thought you said at first.
Byron, there's only one racist on this show, and it's you.
I'm not racist. I'm so woke you don't even know it.
Oh, you're not woke. Your middle name's Harris. What are you talking about?
You know, I think I would think like the Call of Duty games would probably be the cracker game, judging by how many times I get called the N-word while playing it by 12-year-olds.
12-year-olds from China.
Yeah.
Idaho.
Yeah. It happens.
Which just reminds me instantaneously, as soon as you said that, of N-word Taker and Willie Mack talking about N-word Taker, and I can't even say the guy's name.
I love the N-word Taker. He's awesome. He's a legend.
No, dude, he has another safe for Honky's name. I forget what it was, though. It's just like the Soul Taker or something, but he's got another name.
Okay.
Yeah. You do the match of the week, and it has to be like 10 N-word Taker matches.
Dude, no, the match of the week this week, Cubs fan posted it, bro. It's fucking Michelangelo versus Donatello in the Battle of the Ninja Turtles, Mask versus Mask in IWRG, because they had a little tournament or a cage match or something. I forget which it was, but the losers, the last two people, had to face each other in a Mask versus Mask match. But it came down to two of the Ninja Turtles, man. And hey, dude, the match sucks, but
Jagos,
awesome.
hi Jagos.
Is that a spoiler?
Or is that Jagos?
Hey, take it
Jagos?
easy, Justin.
Easy. Well, how do you say it? How do you pronounce it?
Agos.
I thought we got past the racist bit of our gimmick, and we're talking about turtles now.
Dude, it's kind of fucked up because, like, you know, they start the match and Michelangelo's like, brother, I don't want to fight you in a mask match. This is tearing me apart inside. And Donatello's like, fuck you. I don't want to lose my mask. And he starts beating the shit out of him. It's like blood everywhere. Fucking both guys are just bleeding all over the place. The match is kind of shitty. But I just want to say that, because you've probably already seen my tweets talking about the match, it solidifies that Michelangelo is the best Ninja Turtle. And yeah, because not only did Donatello lose, he's just some fucking guy that's 21 years old, not a teenager or a fucking turtle. So whatever, man.
Wait a minute, there's already heat going on in this chat room. So Jagos says that there was heat from him and Byron last time he was here visiting the show. That's not acceptable, Byron. Why are you angering our fans in the chat room? That's unacceptable.
You know, it's very alarming. The fact that when I come out and do investigative journalism and declare the show, you know where I'm going with this. As strict as like we take a hard stance against pedos, and all of a sudden people start objecting to the content of the show. Is that a coincidence, Jagos?
Yeah, Jagos, are you a fucking Reddit mod? Is that what's going on?
Oh my god.
If
he is a Reddit mod, find out why we got banned from the Lucha Underground subreddit. Like, do we have to take business over to Squared Circle? Is that what's happening?
Ew, no.
Is everyone forcing us onto the Squared Circle?
I'm not going to do that. Look, man, the only reason I'm on Reddit is to talk to people about the Yakuza games and maybe Far Cry and like maybe some action figures once in a while. Like, I don't even post in the Lucha Underground sub anymore because the questions are so dumb. Who gives a shit if we got banned? See, this is a real conversation we had.
But we need to spread the gospel of the important content, like what we're making now.
I just raised the questions. Yeah, I just posed the questions, man. I'm just wondering what happened.
I bet Casey did something.
You know, it probably is me shitting on Reddit every single episode of the show. Like, maybe they finally actually listened and they're like, fuck these guys, which I really hope it is, because fuck them.
Hi, Bill Machetes. Hello.
I could go for some tacos. I have an important question for the chat room, except for Jagos. Should I order Domino's right now because I'm hungry?
You should order some Papa John's because they're in line with your political beliefs.
First of all, no. Also, greasy. Also, I don't have that many options. It's 11:23 in West Palm Beach.
Yeah, get the Domino's then, dude, because yeah, you should do it.
I'm going to miss Ring of Honor in West Palm Beach this Friday. I'm fucking pissed.
Why?
Because I'm going to a bachelor party in the woods somewhere.
No, like, why are you pissed? Because the fans are terrible.
I don't give a fuck. I go to NXT house shows.
Oh yeah,
There's a bunch of fucking mouth breathers.
Yeah, I don't go to anything.
They ask you not to make too much noise.
Wait, you went to Monster Palooza though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did. That's where my picture's from. I got to meet Sir Anthony Hopkins. He looks like a good 20 years younger for some reason too. It's fucking great.
Looks like he had
Is he standing next to you, son of a bitch?
Yeah, we're good friends, and we were talking about how much he hates Reddit as well. But no, that was a good con. Yeah, got a Mankind mask. I'll show it on the show next week.
Ooh, I want to see that. That sounds dope.
Yeah,
like one of the original ones. Are we talking white shirt Mankind or brown shirt Mankind?
Well, it's the same mask, but it's,
that's the joke, asshole.
it looks pretty good. I tweeted a picture of me wearing it, and then after I tried it on, I bought it immediately, and they gave me a different one than the one I tried on. And I'm like, dude, you don't know how sweaty I am. You're gonna let other people wear that shit after me? All right.
Ooh, gross.
But I highly recommend it. Trick or Treat Studios. Mankind mask. They've got the WWE license. They only brought Mankind and Kane, and I wasn't about to buy Kane because fuck Kane. I wish I could make a career out of being a fake version of someone else.
Wait. What's wrong with Kane? Didn't he star in that See No Evil movie? I thought you liked horror movies.
I like good horror movies, Justin.
Well, then the real question for tonight, and I promise CM Roach, who could not be on the show this evening because of previous plans, though he was hoping to be. We have to review Truth or Dare. We have to talk about this Truth or Dare.
We're going to review it.
I tweeted about it.
Are you going to be kind? Because CM Roach says with your schedule, you should be kind because you've picked a night where no wrestlers and no producers of the show are available because everyone's working on Friday nights.
Yeah, but I also had a lot of work today, so I didn't get to see the movie today like I wanted to.
Oh, shit, I thought you did.
By the way, This is Nia Jax. I found this picture on Twitter. Guess what she has in common with Justin in this picture?
They're both not like most girls.
Mocha chocolate?
Yeah, also, like, she holds the belt like you. So you hold the belt like a champion, Justin. Feel proud.
Well, that's good. Or she holds the belt like not a champion. Just saying.
Or Justin's not like most girls. Oh, God, that was a terrible joke. I'm fucking tired, guys. Like, all my A material went away like 4 hours ago. And I just yelled it in an empty room to myself while playing video games.
So Jagos brings up interesting questions. He said, how are you all banned? Seems like you were linked in the sub in the last 6 days. No, it was just the MMM show account. I believe my individual account still works, but I don't really ever use that one very much because usually when I'm on Reddit, it's in Lucha Underground subreddit, and it's usually MMM show or related. You know, I don't like to personally take credit for all of our information or things, so I don't normally post under the MMM show account. So yeah, I find it very interesting in general. But yeah, I think everyone who's listening to the show, just send the moderators a DM and ask them why. Why were the guys with the most inside information about Lucha Underground banned from the thread that is supposed to have inside information about Lucha Underground?
And when you do that, I want you to also put in there, Casey thinks it's stupid that I'm doing this, but Justin and Byron want me to.
Yeah, Casey said that we shouldn't even discuss it, but I don't really care one way or the other, so I'm just like, whatever. So, and this kind of brings an interesting point up too that Jagos was saying. What was the point of that when there was no Lucha Underground on? And believe me, for a long, long time there wasn't. And we asked ourselves many, many, many a time, what's the point of a Lucha Underground podcast when the show's not on the fucking air?
But we talked about other shit. Yeah, we talked about AAA and all that.
Episodes.
Right. And we're in a little bit of that period now. I mean, we've got this lag until June 13th of, okay, there's been a new season. It's been taped. I was at all of them. Byron was at some of them. Casey, where's Casey? Nobody knows. So we've had like some hype and some drama and some great things going on directly related to Lucha Underground. And then last week we had, Impact versus Lucha Underground, which was really more like Impact versus TNA. I don't know. I don't know entirely what was going on there. And then now we're branching out into this thing where it's kind of the one subject I do want to hit that's really Lucha Underground related today, which is the new saturation of Lucha Libre into wrestling again. And if this is really because of Lucha Underground, or is it just because it was time? Yeah, I think it was because of Lucha Underground. And I think that you're starting to now see the relevance of those first couple of seasons in the greater wrestling world. It's like everybody, you know, that had their other little niche products, if they were a New Japan fan or PWG or Ring of Honor or TNA at the time, like people who were kind of in these subgroups of wrestling fans, you know, a lot of them hated on Lucha Underground for a long time. But like with all things in the wrestling business, sometimes it takes a little time to catch up. And now the saturation point is there. People have heard about those matches. People have heard how good some of those workers are and the performers and some of the crazy storylines. And now people want to see these dudes and they want to see them wherever they can. And Lucha Underground doesn't have the ability to give that to them, you know, 52 weeks a year. So we're seeing things branch out in many, many directions. But, you know, I think the first question I have for you guys, and Casey basically already answered it, is Lucha Underground really the reason for that? Or is it just because these workers are so damn good?
It's
I don't know what's happening.
It's a little bit of both, but no one would have known about the workers because they were good when they were in AAA and no one was talking about them. Unfortunately, I mean, you know, like me and Rob Viper and Cubs fan were fucking talking about them, but not a whole lot of other people.
I mean, Drago, I knew about. I loved Drago back then, and I liked Aerostar. I had seen Pentagon, but I didn't think much of him because they booked him like shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was a fan of all of them. I could tell Pentagon was a great base just in the little bit they were showing, and then I started seeing some of his more hardcore stuff, and I was like an instant fan. But Drago, I've been a fan of since
he was a cat.
No, before he was a cat. Since he was a Barrio Boy. He was that before he was a cat. Before he was a Barrio Boy, he was Billie Jean, a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Wait, so Casey, you've seen him without his mask recently. Is he a pretty man or what?
Oh yeah.
Casey, I have a question for you.
Oh, like when I called him the Mexican Tom Zink because he's so handsome, he totally is.
When you saw Drago, did it move?
Of course.
Confirmed.
From 6 to midnight, baby.
Wow. I thought this was a no-nonce podcast.
John Cena, Nikki Bella are a scam. Fuck both of them.
No, okay. Since you guys didn't let me start the show the way I wanted to.
Oh, how did you want to start the show? I said you could start however you wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So fuck you, Byron. That's how I wanted to start. No, I'm just kidding. No.
That was uncalled for.
I do want to say rest in peace, Bruno Sammartino, but we've also lost someone that was far more influential and loved by me in the wrestling business, and it didn't get a lot of coverage. And that was the great Paul Jones. If you've ever watched Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, it's on the WWE Network. The dude was pretty dope manager. Like, he ran the Paul Jones Army, which, you know, had like the Russians and Abdul the Butcher and the Powers of Pain. And their main feud was against the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. So, you know, he's just like, all right, daddy. All right, who wants to eat a chip from my beard, daddy? And then, you know, he would send guys after him, and, you know, like Manny Fernandez and Ravishing Rick Rude and like all these awesome wrestlers. And he would always dress like, you know, sometimes he would dress like in colorful suits like a Cornette or a Heenan, but a lot of the time he would wear like a safari outfit when he was managing, and that was just dope because he wasn't Kimchi, but he kind of dressed like him, you know. Yeah, he was pretty great. He's someone that not a lot of people saw things of, but if you go on the WWE Network, he's like the main heel manager on Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, which has got some good stuff. If you want to see fucking Jack Briscoe tear it up, good place to go too. So yeah, good stuff. But
hey, Paul Cross, what's going on, brother?
So yeah, man, I just wanted to say a word for
Paul Cross.
I wanted to say a thing for Paul Jones just because a lot of places aren't covering it because Bruno's getting all the press. Which also, speaking of Bruno's press, the New York Times can suck my dick because they used his obituary as just an opportunity to bash wrestling. And it's not the time or the place for that. They could eat shit.
Okay.
There we go. That's all I wanted to say.
Man, I hate starting these shows off with bad news. Can wrestlers stop dying? Please.
Yeah, hey, dude, all I know is that when it's finally Terry Funk's time to go in another 40 years, if we're still podcasting, I'll be too sad to even comment on it.
Well, Arlie Army died, last week too, right?
Yeah, he's a great man. Great
Terry
man.
Funk will never die.
I mean, could you ever have a Sergeant Slaughter without him?
I don't think you would, actually.
I don't either.
No, you know what? Sergeant Slaughter actually probably predates Full Metal Jacket. He was just based on Sergeant Slaughter actually was in the military and kind of based it on real drill instructors. But
right, but I mean, like getting heat on a drill instructor, I don't think you could do until Full Metal Jacket. I mean, that kind of defined everyone's idea of a drill instructor. And apparently it's a fairly accurate representation from a lot of the DIs that I've talked to. Yeah.
You know, when I was talking to Killshot and Dante Fox about their time in Vietnam, they told me that their drill instructor was a total asshole, and that for some reason Private Pyle reminded them of Matanza. I'm not sure why.
I hate to break this to you, Casey, but I don't think they were in Vietnam. I think they were in the first Gulf War.
There's a lot of sand in their vignettes.
A lot of sand in their what?
Vignettes.
Did you say they had sand in their V's?
He did. That's what it sounded like.
Well, that's a whole nother subject if you want to get into it.
Really?
I wouldn't talk shit about those guys. I mean, you know.
I love Dante Fox.
Killshot is the MLW. Oh, wait. No, it's not Killshot. It's that other guy that looks like Killshot.
Nah, I don't think he really looks like Killshot because his face is out and Killshot wears a mask. I don't know what Killshot looks like.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, like he looks like him because I think they have some similar tattoos.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Kind of like how Byron has that Goldberg back tattoo that other guy on the internet also has.
Urban, long live Urban. He has the Goldberg tattoo.
The Goldberg back tattoo?
No, he has just the barbed wire thing. Shout out to Urban out in the heart of Texas.
Woo! Deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah, for those of you guys that haven't seen the Goldberg back tattoo, never Google it.
Talking about Urban.
Never Google it.
Which also I think stays on the subject of piercings on Prince Albert's.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Prince Albert, the great trainer in NXT.
Yes.
Speaking of NXT and Lucha Underground, Ricochet has a shirt now. It's ugly and it's red.
Well, yeah.
Still vaguely kind of looks like a swastika, kind of like the new Nakamura shirt.
Guess who did a move to get attention from The Rock?
Who would that be, Byron?
It would be Ricochet. That's why I'm bringing it up while we talk about him. He does the people's elbow, but then he does a moonsault. It looks cool. It's something he's done 1,000 times before.
He does understand that most of that locker room is not going to be happy with him just because he's the flippy shit guy, right?
He looks like it. Well, I like Ricochet and I like his matches, but when he's like really feeling it in a way, he's dancing. Like he looks like he's dancing. Like he moves his arms, not like Dean Ambrose dancing in the middle of a match. He's cool, but you know what I mean?
All right. So here's where what I'm wondering about, because there's this big puzzle that's kind of starting to come together with Lucha Underground and Lucha Libre and the saturation. Because really, if you're looking at the saturation in the States right now, who are the guys that anybody wants to see? It's Penta, it's Phoenix, it's Drago, it's
Jason the Terrible.
But it's not Jason the Terrible. It's Cuerno
Freddy
and
Krueger, Crypt
and
the
his
Keeper,
purple alter ego. I mean, these are guys that were AAA guys, but at the same time, I don't know that anybody wants to see them because they were AAA guys.
Why are you using past tense, Justin?
Well, And that's the funny part, because are they past tense?
Okay, I think Cubs fan, I want you guys to read what Cubs fan said about this on luchablog.com.
He's 100% right, by the way.
Yeah,
from everything I've gathered, he's 100% right.
And, I consider Cubs fan a friend. He's one of the few wrestling fans I respect and don't think is just, weird. He's a good dude. And also used to be Mathematico, the luchador with the numbers on his face. Cubs fan, that was actually him good 20, 30 years ago. He's very old. And that's why he knows so much, because he's wise with his age. And
he saran wraps his knees, and that's how he stays young.
And he's been in every locker room.
He has, and he's had fights in every locker room. The dude's a shooter. He pulled out a guy's eyeball once, and
the mythology of Mass Mats and Mayhem is amazing, people.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That time the Cubs fan kicked Haku's ass is legendary. And but anyway, he's talking about how it looks like Phoenix and Pentagon are going to be working with AAA again. They're not going to be full-time wrestlers probably, and it's going to be like Blue Demon Jr.'s deal, where they'll hype them up like a big fucking deal. Not use them all that much, but use them on big shows. And they're not technically AAA guys, but they're AAA guys. You know what I mean?
Right. So here's the question. So here's what it boils down to. You now have Penta and Phoenix doing MLW, which is taping TV on BN Sports. Yeah. You've got Penta and Phoenix doing Lucha Underground, of course. They were, in fact, present for season 4. I don't think that's any surprise. I mean, Penta came in as the champion, so he left season 3 as the champion. I don't think that's a surprise. And then you've got Penta and Phoenix now headlining an Impact pay-per-view against Austin Aries, which is pretty interesting.
Good match.
Yeah. Then you've also got Rey Mysterio announcing this week that he's going to be doing some stuff for AAA, kind of the same deal as Blue Demon. He's just going to come in, take a big fat paycheck, not work a bunch of shows, but he's going to show up.
And while working for both WWE and New Japan at pretty much the same time.
Yeah. Now you've got other interesting things like Drago and Aerostar being advertised on the Impact pay-per-view as representatives of Lucha Underground.
Right.
And then you've also got Vampiro doing this I'm retired, I'm not retiring, doing a stretcher spot to get written off of TV. This weird scenario where he said he was going to announce something, but then didn't really announce it, and then just kind of retired, but really just said that he wanted to go out in Monterey. Very peculiar. And the one name that seems to be floating around all of these things is Conan.
Yep.
What a surprise.
No, but that's awesome. And people are like, wait, didn't he totally fuck off AAA? Do you know how many times this dude has totally fucked off AAA and came back? The dude even started his own promotion once. Well, actually kind of twice. And stole all the AAA talent and came back after that.
Yeah, and then you've got other interesting things, like a lot of the young talent that had been appearing at the Crash that is from Tijuana is going to be appearing in Tijuana for AAA.
Yeah, a lot of the undercard guys, like the really, really young dudes that are really up and coming. And
but guys that Conan has been talking up since he started the Crash.
And this is great exposure for them. Like, I'm so excited for these guys to get this kind of opportunity.
And then you've got Conan on Keeping It 100 talking about how if those guys really want to make it, they should move to Mexico City. At least a couple of them that obviously he has earmarked in his mind. So that makes me say, Vamp's talking about opening up Krav Maga schools again. Conan is now selling rivalry with Vampiro again on his podcast. Normally, he just won't even mention the dude.
Right, yeah.
And then 2 weeks ago, DI or JoJo or somebody mentioned that Vampiro had apologized to Conan, but it wasn't directly to Carlos. It was in the inner sphere, in the internet somewhere.
Yeah.
Conan, whatever. And then Conan actually acknowledges that the following week, and then makes fun of Vamp and his bilingual segments in the middle of the Spanish broadcast, which he's never even acknowledged the dude in like the last 6 months. He barely even speaks his name. Like he no-sells the shit out of it. And when you have real heat, that's what you really do. You don't put the guy over by letting people think that there's any kind of real beef or interest there. You'd no-sell the fuck out of him. Now all of a sudden he's actually putting him over by trying to get some heat there. So would I be surprised? Yes, there's a AAA show tonight. They're doing a TV taping in Tijuana. I believe it's going to be on Twitch shortly. Would I be surprised if Conan showed up there? No, I would not.
No,
I don't know that he needs to. But maybe if Conan really is going to come in, I mean, I think it's not surprising that Vampiro has been a little bit at odds with the job down there in AAA. I mean, when we were talking to him a couple of times at Lucha Underground, you could tell that Vamp, in his usual state of kind of being over things, was really having some internal issues with certain things. Like, I think he hates being management and loves being management. Like, he wants to come up with story ideas. He wants to do things the way he sees it, but then he hates it when the boys are mad at him. And he doesn't want to deal with politics. He doesn't want to deal with people not showing up, and he doesn't want to placate people. He doesn't want to have to play to people's egos. He just wants to say like what he thinks the show should be, who he thinks the talent should be that are doing it, and then have them go out there and work it. And I think all the drama and the backstage stuff and the fact that he was losing his cast every week, like he booked all that stuff for Kevin Cross and all these other people, and then every time he turns around, here they are with Conan, or they're gone over here, or they're unhappy, or Tejano and Phantasma are mad about their match. Like, he was just dealing with a world of shit. And that's one of the things about being a booker in a promotion that's not very well run, is you're going to have to be the guy that deals with the headaches. And I don't think he wanted that. So am I surprised that he's retired and unretired like 7 times in the last two hours? No. I probably would too if I was, getting to be that age, looking at my life, trying to get things squared away. He's got a lady that he's really in love with now, trying to figure that shit out. So will I be surprised if he walks away or if he wants some help? Now, the biggest swerve of them all would be, what if Conan comes in with a faction or something else, some of his guys that were in the crash that were up-and-coming guys, maybe brings back Phoenix and Pinta, and maybe brings some of his guys in and does a little bit of an invasion angle, and then Vampiro can book himself against Conan, who has said that part of the reason why he had the surgery, part of the reason why he's trying to heal up, is because he wants to go on this farewell tour. He wants to go out and do all the big spots one last time with Ray and a couple of his buddies, and then you got Ray coming in now too. I would not be surprised if all of a sudden Conan is there, they work an angle and either get Vamp out because Conan's going to come back in and help out a little bit more, or Vamp stays in and they just work something for a little while where Conan helps ease the burden of it. They get the promotion hot again by bringing back some of the talent that they've been having issues with and been at odds with. And then, take it from there. AAA still has great TV deals. They still have great presence in the wrestling world. They're still a big player. Their product has just been horrible the last year and a half, just dreadful. And every time they get something going, like they had some good stuff going with Mundo and Cross coming in, and it was actually putting over some of the other talent. And I actually think they did a really good job with Wagner's mask. But everything else on the card has been just sorely lacking. The Apache Ruda faction is consistently boring and predictable. You've got 6,000 clowns that can never quite get their identities across the right way to me. Even though they have great matches, I actually really like Pagano and I like Psycho Clown, and Murder Clown a little bit too, just entertaining. But at the same time, their angles aren't entertaining. There's nothing to them anymore. And you got this whole mid card that's just bogged down in nothingness, and then you're losing all the good foreign stars they had, like Jack Evans and Angelico, and Mundo and Cross, who all just kind of stepped away. didn't really fire or quit. They just kind of stepped away. And the thing is, they got to have hot angles, you know? And I don't see that happening without Conan. And I think that's part of where you finally get the symbiosis backstage where everyone is looking at the fact that, oh shit, Conan got us all. He worked us all. Because, yeah, he might have been fired from Lucha Underground, but he walked away from AAA. He walked away from the Crash. And the Crash is going to come out the big loser if this is really happening. Let's be honest. I mean, they were the hot ticket in town, and that was really because of Conan. They're still the hot ticket right now, but that's because Conan hasn't fucked with them at all. He's kind of let them do their thing, and he hasn't really, had any hard feelings with those guys and walked away. But if he starts helping out any other major player, not Mad down in Monterey, but if he starts helping out AAA, that's the curse of death for the Crash. That kills them. I mean, as being a major player. And then
there's a question in the chat room.
Hold on, one more thing I want to throw in though, and the thing I still don't get is Aro Lucha, and I'll tell you my thoughts on that in a second. And Macias, is that the one you're going to ask me about?
Yeah, that's
I just read it in the chat room.
He's not coming back. No, I don't. No.
But I think, with all the stuff going on, I mean, if you come back with Conan.
Well, but here's the thing. Here's the thing with Macias, Ricky Banderas, Mil Muertes, whatever gimmick he's working. He's got to do what some of these other guys did. He absolutely could be one of those guys. And I think at this point in time, if there's ever a week where never say never in the wrestling business was more true than right now, when is it? So I wouldn't say never, but I would say this. If he's smart, what he needs to do is he should go do Aro Lucha. He should go do all these indie shows that the other guys have been doing. Do the bar wrestling, do Wrestle Circus, do AAW. Make the rounds. And it doesn't even matter which gimmick. If it's Mil Muertes, if he's doing some licensing thing with Lucha Underground to use his Mil Muertes, if he comes out as Macias or... the WCW version of Macias, whatever he wants to do. If he just wrestles as Ricky Banderas, who cares? He's got to go
back. That Jim, Casey, what's his name? Mortis manager.
Oh, James Vandenberg.
Yeah.
Great. Sinister Minister.
Sinister Minister.
Yeah, that guy's great. He is bald now, and he has the biggest head I've ever seen. Like, he makes Kurt Angle's head look small.
Well, I think Ellering has proved to the world what happens to the great old school managers these days.
Oh, God damn it. I am so mad about that. Oh.
He did say he loves to travel, so we're all wrong. They just fucked him.
Yeah, of course they did. That's just the way it goes now. Like, people don't believe in the old school manager, even on the indies. Like, even on indie shows, dear God, set up a match. Let somebody cut a promo. And if the talent can't do it, that's what the fuck managers are for. Put a stable together for one night in your indie promotion, guys, and have the one guy that you have in the back that's got some kind of stake in your company that can talk. Go out there and talk. Why the hell do you think fucking Paulie Dangerously ever existed?
Right.
Like,
oh man,
guys, if you want to promote your indie promotion, get people out there that know how to work the stick and get some heat on a fucking match. It's one of the reasons why I love Eli Drake, because he's the guy where you don't need that, and he can show up at your indie, or he can show up at Impact or wherever, and he can cut a goddamn promo and get some heat on a match for one night.
You know how much I would love to have that role, to be like some fucking wrestling manager? I'm way too tall for that, though. That's the problem.
You can do it. You just have to bump.
I want to manage Cross, man. I would love to come in and do some managing for Cross, except he doesn't need anybody to talk for him.
He really
right on the
doesn't.
stick.
Yeah, that's what sucks. Like, I
have a gimmick that would be so perfect for managing him, though. But I'll have to talk to Mr. Cross about that. He doesn't need any help, and I'm sure he doesn't want to cut anybody off a chunk of his check anytime soon either.
Hey, Jagos wants you to finish your friggin' thought. Those
about
are words. I don't know. That's what he said.
Oh, about where the Aro Lucha thing. So here's what I think is going on with Aro Lucha. These are just pieces I'm putting together, by the way. So I don't know if I ever really mentioned this on the show or not, but during the Lucha Underground tapings, the Harris brothers showed up one night, who have, a partnership stake in the whole Aro Lucha deal.
Yeah, the Nazi Harris brothers,
Or whatever you want to call them. Neither here nor there, whether you love them or hate them. They showed up and they're involved. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, wait, this is the biggest competition for Lucha Underground. These guys can't possibly be invited guests. I saw them in the VIP, and then I didn't really see them the rest of the night, but a lot of the AAA brass were around. And anybody who's been kind of in and around the Lucha Underground sphere has known that everyone has thought that touring was a big missing piece of the puzzle. Getting these guys work outside of Lucha Underground was going to be a big factor, because they realized at a certain point that they're not employing these guys all year, but they have them under these contracts. So it's always been something they've known and acknowledged. I know Evie Dub's idea, when we first met the guy and ever really talked to Evie Dub, he was talking about his grand scheme. His plan was to hopefully have 40 episodes of Lucha Underground a year that aired, and in the off season to be touring. But what they would do is they would go to a city, set up shop, do, 2 or 3 nights in, like a nice mid-sized to smaller venue that would seat, 400 to 1,000 people, but do a 3-night stand with a storyline, and then leave town, maybe not be on the road, let everybody do indie dates for a couple weeks, and then show up in another city, maybe do 1 or 2 of those a month. And that was what he pitched as, like, telling us who were just fans that, could have been anybody. That was his dream for Lucha Underground. And it seemed to be seconded by DeJoseph and Roach and a lot of the talent. And that's what people were really hoping would happen. One giant problem with that: Roach and DJ and Evie Dub and MGM and Factory Made were not the people responsible for making that happen, because of the fact that Lucha Libre FMV, which is Dorian Roldan's company and his partners, and basically AAA, not necessarily just AAA though, because there's other outside investors, and people forget that. People think it's all one thing, but it's not. Lucha Libre FMV is not AAA. It is a separate limited liability corporation that controls the intellectual property for Lucha Underground, period. It is not necessarily AAA. Dorian just happens to be in both. So moving on. They were the ones that were responsible for merchandising, for touring, for all these outside things, because it's their intellectual property with which to do those things. And all MGM could do was support it, or DJ could go and work for Lucha Libre FMV, and they could have him book those shows. But they had to pay for it. They had to do it. They had to get the touring. They had to get the rings, the road crews, whatever was going to make the show on the road happen. You get Austin Warfare because that's El Rey promoting the TV show for one time. They're not going to do that every week. They don't need to do that every week. It's not part of what they do. They make a TV show. They don't promote a wrestling company. That's Lucha Libre FMV's job to do. So that being the case, certain things never happened. I don't know why some of those things never got organized. Merchandise was really slow to trickle out and was all over the place, and too many people were involved, and it took ages to get t-shirt designs approved, and everybody had a say, but then nobody was in charge of actually making it happen. Then the same thing kind of happened with touring, and if Cricket hadn't popped along and said, hey, we need to do some publicity, we're interested in doing that in the wrestling world, here's some cash to go promote these events. I mean, that whole In Vivo thing, that came out of nowhere. That was like 2 weeks, and hey, let's put Lucha Underground on the road in some state fairgrounds and some shitty rickety rings. Like, nobody knew what the hell they were getting into when they did that, and it was not anyone's idea of how to tour Lucha Underground.
Right, so, and also they went and brought their business to WWE instead when they saw that no one knew how to do things properly. But
right, so
yeah.
But just recently, Lucha Underground did a deal at a Verizon store? Was that a T-Mobile store? A Verizon store. That's a much bigger player.
Yeah, Verizon is a lot better than drug dealer burner phones for sure.
Right. Yeah, drug dealer burner phones might be more the right market. Just saying.
Possibly. I know some.
Oh, Boyle Heights. Is that what we're going with this?
Yes, 100%. What's up, Mega Drive 64?
How do you feel about building brown bricks?
I don't know. I just like the name Mega Drive 64.
Mega Drive 64 is very in favor of
Is this because I hashtag Minecraft podcast?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what I'm getting at here, though, you've got the Carlos connection, as I like to call it, Conan's whole deal. What's up, race fan?
Dog.
And then
Driller.
you've got this Aro Lucha thing, and here's where I think Aro Lucha fits in. I think Conan and Dorian are getting along. They are talking. There's something happening there, and I think Conan was the one who said, "Look, bro, you ain't never gonna tour. You can't get your shit together with that. I got a solution. You can license some IP to Aro Lucha, and that can keep the boys happy, get them out on the road, but you got to let me use them on TV."
How come your Conan impression sounds so Armenian?
Bro.
Bro,
Tejano.
please, bro, you want to try some cologne, bro? Dude, Conan, and all of them, if they're in bed with the Nazis, then fuck this promotion. I'm just saying.
Is it Conan writing Aro Lucha? Is it Conan getting a new job every 2 years? That's weird.
Again,
No, it's smart, dude. If each job pays more, dude, you work in TV, you get a new job like every 6 months. What the fuck?
but what is Aro Lucha at this point? Is it even the Harris brothers, or is it something that the Harris brothers were involved in at the start, and then now there's 10 million other people in there? Do they have any control over what's going on with that anymore?
I think they need to be upfront and tell people, because everyone thinks of them as the Nazi company that knows that the Harris brothers are involved. So
Well, you too can get a little piece of that company.
yeah, that's never going to get funded. I mean, come on.
Well, they've already got outside funding. They're trying to do that as almost a gimmick of letting the fans have some control. It's almost like when you tip or do a Patreon thing, and then you get more say over what's happening in your favorite podcast.
So do you guys think I could do this to bring Wing back?
I think if you really wanted to bring Wing back, the market might be a little saturated right now. I would talk to Court Bauer and see if you could fold MLW into Wing.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to call it Wang for trademark reasons, of course, because I don't know who owns that shit. And, I think the people that own the Wing trademark are probably dead, but I'm not completely sure.
Hey, what's going on, Urban Heretic 187?
Hey, Urban.
Urban, I gave you a shout out, and then Casey and Justin said to not do that.
No, Urban's going to be he's going to be the Wang Intercontinental Champion.
Hi, Alexis. Hey, what's going on?
We're going to give
everybody today.
We're going to give Urban a gimmick, though. He's going to be the horror movie character of his choice, but his character is going to be based on Kincaid from A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, so he really doesn't have a choice.
Oh, hey, what's up, Jay Butson? What's going on? Is there anybody in the chat room that I haven't said hello to?
Mega Drive wants to point out that his favorite food to make in Minecraft is steamed hams.
Oh, that's great. I would have guessed it was penis from everything that he's saying. But hi, pal. So, Urban, how are you, my friend? We want to know how Urban's doing. Are you in Texas right now? Have you met Terry Funk yet?
It's an illusion.
I just want to meet Terry Funk, man.
I just want to know how much Whataburger and Shinerbach Urban has already consumed.
Well, wait, what's Shinerbach? I've never heard of that before.
Urban told me
Texas beer.
he goes to Whataburger at 10 a.m. with an 18-pack. It just doesn't leave until he's done with the 18-pack, and he eats.
That's absolutely what you should do in Texas. Now, the weirdest thing I've ever found out about Texas is that all the Dairy Queens in West Texas only have vanilla. They don't have chocolate soft serve.
That's weird.
Oh, I can guess why.
I can't, because you can get a cone dipped in chocolate.
Hey.
Do they like it when I come through town and dip my cone in the chocolate?
Casey, do you have something to say about that? That could be fun. But you might get in trouble. I might get in trouble if I did that in Texas.
Sal online. Hey, what's going on, Sal?
People there. What's up, Sal?
Oh, is it fucking Sally Graziano?
I wish Sal's middle name was America. Get it?
I have a friend named Sal Manillo.
South America Online.
I have a friend named Big Sal Graziano. Well, actually, he's not my friend, and I'm not sure if he's even still alive. Do you guys know if Big Sal Graziano is still alive in the chat from the Full-Blooded Italians?
I think he is, by the way.
Wow, because he was really fat, dude. I would have guessed he was dead by now, because that dude was fat.
He's not like Big Punisher fat, though. He was just big.
I want to give a shout out to Paul Cross, who, through the grace of God, has been able to write 70% coherent words in sentences at this point in the day, which is pretty late in the day on 420.
I don't even know what that means or what you're trying to say about the upstanding citizen Paul Cross.
It's legal, Casey. You don't smoke weed?
No, I don't.
It's legal, dude.
It's not legal if you're a teacher. That's for fucking sure.
Oh yeah. Well,
are you a teacher?
I'm gonna be a teacher.
Are there rules against that stuff, or since it's legal now, can you just go and smoke weed and then just not be high when you're teaching classes?
No, actually, it's still at the employer's discretion. So if you're at a place that doesn't want its employees smoking weed, like a heavy machinery place, like where I work at,
heavy machinery, stakes and weights. Asa.
Interesting. I like this thing. I have a medical marijuana place or a distribution place right here on my street, and I've never been inside of it.
Honestly, I've never been into that stuff. I've never even tried it one time, and I hope we lose listeners from that.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have been in several. I just haven't been in the one on my own street. I don't know why. And I hear it's like one of the best ones in the valley. I don't know. They're right there.
All I know is since this has become legal, it takes way longer for me to get my food at McDonald's, and it just sucks. Just saying.
Deep in the heart of Texas. Sorry, that was for Urban.
Oh, dude, it's all good. You know, Terry Funk's from Texas, too. I'm going to pretend it's also for him.
It's always for the Funk man. You know, I think the first time I saw Terry Funk wrestle live, his knees were shot. Mm-hmm. And then the next time I saw Terry Funk wrestle live, which was, I think, 23 years later, they were still shot.
You know, it's kind of like that with Keiji Muto, but Homeboy just got some new knees.
Moonsaults.
Yeah, Terry Funk is a madman. So, I don't know. I'm still trying to piece together this whole thing. The MLW part of it is a little strange too, but obviously anybody that knows Conan's history, he did a podcast with Court Bauer for a long time. Court Bauer started MLW a long time ago. It kind of fizzled out, but clearly he has more juice and he has a true love for trying to do something. Even though we've had various weird, moments of heat with Court, though completely one-sided from us. I just didn't like his misreporting on certain things, but I know where he was getting his information from and why he was saying the things that he was saying. But
I didn't like when he said DJ worked for him,
which was hilarious and funny. And epically nuclear heat, almost on the level of Byron and DJ.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, Krista Joseph, he's a friend of yours, right?
We're good friends.
So, I mean, I see where Court fits in. I mean, he used to hang out with some of the AAA guys. He knows, some of those guys. I think he has a friendly relationship with Dorian. I know he has a friendly relationship with Conan, even though Conan kind of just pieced out on him and did his own podcast.
Got a friendly relationship with LA Park, fucking used him all the time in the old MLW. Where's he at, man? I love that man.
So I wish nothing but the best to MLW as well. I'm kind of interested to see how their show goes. It was really tempting for me to actually purchase BN Sports on my Sling package today. But
wait, you can get it on Sling? Okay, because I can't.
But it's on an extra tier.
Oh, shit.
Got to pay more money for it. So
but is that the tier they moved Lucha Underground to?
No. Well, okay, so here's what I did. I switched to the overall package that has El Rey in it, which is $5 more a month. So I think I paid $25 a month now for Sling. And then for 70 cents a month, I have the DVR add-on feature. And I get like local ABC and Fox, and I get ESPN and Fox Sports 1 and USA, which is where I watch Raw now. And I get El Rey, AMC, so I can watch Walking Dead fail miserably with its ratings these days. There's some decent stuff in there, but then the sports package that has like Fox Sports 2 and BN Sports and a couple other things, I think is another $4 or $5 a month. So I would have to add that on. Look, but man, it's still cheaper than I was paying Time Warner Cable back in the day.
100% true. And I don't know if you guys know, not all of you listen to the same podcast I do, but Tony Schiavone is going to be the commentator for MLW,
which is the other reason why I was like, damn, man, something says I want to hate Court Bauer, but then at the same time, I'm like, no, I might actually love the dude. And I love the fact that he's approaching the show from a more sports call. Like, we've gone so far into sports entertainment now. We've gone so far into being past kayfabe. And the best things that have ever happened on WWE at this point are these pseudo worked shoot promos that Cena and Roman are doing and shit like that. And it's like, wrestling has become so fake that I almost want somebody to just tell me it's real again. Just pretend it's real again. Like, call it like it's a sport. Call it like you don't know what's happening.
Like
you don't have all this inside info.
Yeah, like New Japan. Oh, Byron, I'm glad you brought up New Japan because I have a cool translation thing I'd like to share with our audience. That's kind of awesome. It works a little better for Lucha than it does with Japanese wrestling, but it'll work. Google Translate, the actual app on your phone. If you use that, there's this camera feature, right? And it will translate words real time while you're pointing a camera at it. So if I have a sign that says something in Spanish, I could point the camera at it and it'll put the English text almost in the same font right on top of the Spanish font. And it's like I'm looking at it in English, right? And the cool thing about that is it works with TV too. So if you're ever looking at something on, say, like you're watching Twitch AAA, and they put something on the screen that you don't understand that's in Spanish, you can point this at it, and it'll put it in English for you on your phone. The Japanese is a little too literal, though, because it tends to more translate each individual kanji than actually
that's
read
the
words
problem,
sometimes.
because, I studied Japanese for a little while, and a kanji will literally translate to man floating up river.
And it's someone's name, right?
But then the way it's being used, it actually means you're fucked because that rice is soggy. Like,
right.
And you just have to know that. It's like British and Australian rhyming slang. Like, you just have to know it, or you don't know it.
Yeah.
Right. And see, the cool thing is, though, the Spanish on it is so far along now, because obviously it was probably one of the first ones that they tried doing. That it works great. Spanish is
a language that actually makes sense, other than the weird reverse conjugations that they have in a couple of things. It actually translates. Like, even if you think about English, we say "what's up." If you're from some other country and someone says "what's up," you're gonna be like, "I don't know, what is up? What's up?" Like, it makes no sense. There's so many things like that in English that are ridiculous. Japanese is the same way. I don't even want to think about Russian and Cyrillic languages. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't even understand how they came up with that. Like, Spanish is one of the few languages, like, I wish I knew fluently because it actually makes freaking sense. And honestly, when you're talking about translating stuff, I think I can understand Hugo in the Spanish broadcast from AAA better than I could understand KG at Triple Mania.
Yeah, that's true. Because
I don't speak Spanish, people.
Yeah, and I switched over. My Spanish is horrible. My Japanese is a million times worse. I only know.
How could you switch over from that train wreck, though? It was so goddamn funny and entertaining because it was so dreadful.
Honestly, after a while, it just makes me mad. Because I feel like it's disrespectful to the people risking their lives for
KG.
Ring.
I like KG, and I thought he was entertaining. I'm not going to say that he did his homework.
No.
I'm going to say that he was 100% trying to do a good job, was 100% excited about it, was happy to be there, was trying to put over the right stuff, just didn't necessarily have the resources available to him like that to do it. He's not that guy. He's not like some Matt Stryker who, even outside of being an announcer, is an encyclopedia of wrestling knowledge. I don't think KG's that guy.
Yeah, Matt Stryker.
He's the excited fan trying to do the job of that guy, and that's hard.
Yeah. Second place at best, Matt Stryker is very knowledgeable about the world of wrestling. Some may say he's the second most knowledgeable of anyone that's ever appeared on this podcast, but
I would say that. I'll put you over for that.
Yeah.
Hi, Titan. I love Minecraft 1942 better also. Except they don't.
Yeah, it's interesting because Urban plays these games and he could talk to these people, and even he's no selling them.
Clapped, brother.
I just like it that somehow a Minecraft convention has broken out on our show. I mean, look, we're getting views from Minecraft fans. God bless them.
Yeah, they're probably all going to start making out with each other soon. It's great. In their creeper costumes. But
I think one of them is a troll and just kidding about the Minecraft stuff, and the other one actually loves Minecraft.
I have a question.
Sure, what's up, Byron?
How come Booker T only gets to come back for 1 week to commentate on Raw?
I know, he's the best commentator they've ever had in the history of the business.
Because it's a favor to him for discovering Ember Moon.
Shucky, first of all, if I don't hear Shucky Ducky Quack Quack, I mean, I'm not going to watch anyway, but if I don't hear from someone else that he said Shucky Ducky Quack Quack, I'm going to be pissed.
It's just, okay, Coach went to ESPN and said nice things about WWE, but the thing is, he's like the guy or the person in the room that you constantly, it's not like you purposefully talk over him, but you just don't want to hear him talk. So you immediately, when he starts talking, you start asking someone else in the room a question and drown him out.
I've met some people like that at wrestling shows that we've done that too. It's interesting.
I wish they would give Coach like the wrong address every Monday.
Yeah. Hey, we're in Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, we're having another Intercontinental Championship tournament. Yeah,
Byron, that's not nice, man. I get DMs about people saying that about you every week, but I ignore them.
Tell him the arena is like 38 North Main Street, and it's really actually 38 South Main Street. He'll be on the other side of town like a fucking idiot.
and then he'll just accidentally walk into a sting operation for pedophiles, bringing it back to Byron.
Hold on.
Out of the current WWE lineup of announcers, who's really the worst one?
Oh,
I think
God.
Coach is the worst one.
Who?
Oh.
Coach.
Todd?
He has nothing that he contributes. Some of them are like they do a bad job of trying to do something.
I don't know, man. I like completely wiped clean the slate of old Coach. I'm listening to him as if he's a brand new guy, and I think he's genuinely better than he used to be by a long stretch. I like his commentary. I like where he's going with some of his angles. I think he's coming at it from more of an outsider fan perspective right now, which again, I think helps the product. Whereas all these other guys are just used to regurgitating whatever Steph and Shane and Vince are putting in their fucking headsets and trying to get over angles. Like, I think Coach is more on track because he's just winging it. Even Graves has become a fucking caricature of himself.
Honestly, I do my own commentary in my head when I watch this stuff, and it's usually Dusty. Because, he was great. Sometimes it's Terry because he did a little bit of, commentary, and I think him, and Dusty on commentary together would be great. Because, Dusty would say something and he'd just be like, but you're an egg-sucking dog.
I think what needs to happen is before the shows, I think the announce team and, whatever producers are at Gorilla that are going to be in their headsets need to sit down, maybe even ahead of time with the writers and say, forget the whole heel thing, forget the whole face thing, forget the whole straight man thing. I think they all need to sit down and say, I like this guy because of this. I like this guy. This guy's my buddy in the back, or we rode together, so I want to say good stuff about him. I want to bury this guy. Just divvy them all up. Surprise the shit out of all of us. Don't be so cliche. Don't have Graves be the only guy saying good stuff about a heel, but then trying to find some way to twist it so that he's still a babyface, but he's saying good stuff about a heel. Fuck all that. Have them pick their sides, pick their guys that they like, and then if the guy is a heel, they can put them over, but put them over as a heel. If the guy's a face, they can put him over as a face. They need to lose this whole, straight man, heel commentator, black guy scenario that they have going.
A 3-man commentary booth is automatically garbage. I've never enjoyed that ever.
Oh, come on. You know you loved it at WCW when it was Shivani, Tenay, and Madden or whoever else they had.
Well, no, you know what? The only time that I enjoyed it is when Heenan was one of it, but that's because Heenan transcends all commentary norms and is the greatest color commentary.
And Heenan knew what to do, though. Heenan sat back. He let them get through, he let them get through this much shtick, and then he jumped in with his heel comment and then backed off again.
I think as great as he is as a heel commentator, like, he was funny, and you're entertained that way. I think Jesse
can be funny on a 2-hour broadcast where you only talk when you have something funny to say.
I feel like if you want like a heel color man that's actually talking like the whole time and not just, I think that they need to emulate Jesse's work, and Jesse Ventura, fucking tremendous, because he could justify.
I think Heenan even emulated Jesse, to tell you the truth. I mean, just filling in for him the first couple times he did it.
Because Jesse was the heel commentator first, but Bobby has he had a different brain than all of us.
Bobby redefined it by any stretch of the imagination. He absolutely redefined it. But I think that he clearly, especially the timing part of it, which Vince McMahon is responsible for, that timing of how a heel commentator is supposed to work for. Vince left those spots open. He would elbow the guy next to him that was doing the heel commentary. Vince is responsible for what that timing was, but Heenan knew it inside and out and perfected it when he was over at WCW and made it glorious. And now everyone's been trying to do it. And it's like, I almost miss Jerry Lawler sometimes, where he wasn't doing heel commentary so much as he was just doing this, Shecky thing where he was just a complete ass clown. But you knew it, and you could count on him to just jump in when there was some absurd moment that needed to be made more absurd.
Honestly, I hated Jerry Lawler's commentary. I'll be the guy that says it. I fucking hated his commentary.
I hated it too, but I appreciate it now because I hate this new shit even more because it bores me to tears, and at least Jerry Lawler entertained me. I hated him screaming puppies, but when he did it, it was so on cue. You knew it was going to happen, and it got the story over.
Yeah, I'd say
story that some broad had big old fake tits.
That was the story at the time. Look, Tori's going to mud wrestle with Molly Holly. That was the story.
It was a different time back then.
He had a stroke and he was comatose for 3 days the last time he had sex.
I don't know what you're talking about. That shit had attitude back then, man.
Honestly, Byron, if you think that's the last time he had sex, that dude was probably fucking in the hospital.
He asked the nurse, hey, is your daughter coming to work today?
Hey, Byron.
Do we have any young interns?
Oh, gosh. Hey, Byron.
Candy Stripers.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie Truth or Dare?
I saw Truth or Dare. I enjoyed it. I saw it in a crowd full of shitty people who talked the whole time.
Wait, whoa. You went and saw it in a wrestling auditorium?
I saw it in a movie theater in West Palm Beach on a Saturday.
That was for you, Casey. That was just for you.
I liked it.
But the one thing that was really cool, though, is when the ending happened, all the fucking assholes in the theater were like, holy fuck. They all screamed, and it was awesome. They got.
I heard that the ending was the other writers were responsible for that.
What do you mean the other writers?
There's 3 writers on the movie.
I believe there's 4 actually.
Oh, okay, sure.
There's 3
on the poster.
There's Chris Roach and his wife Jillian Jacobs, and then
the director.
Their third co-writer came in with them and did some polish work, I think, and then the director has a writing credit on it too.
I think that the person who did polish isn't on the poster as well.
But I think Chris and Jillian did the original story.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We'll have to ask Chris at some point in time. But
so you know what? I feel bad I didn't see it today, but I don't because Mr. Roach did not come on our show today. So
Well, Mr. Roach would have been on our show if our show wasn't today, because we keep planning Friday nights when people have lives and things to do. Plus, they have a little one at home, don't they?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll promise that I'll see it this weekend. So whenever he can get on the show.
So here's what I will say about the show. Here's my honest impression of it, and I owe it to Roach to.
No spoilers.
I won't spoil anything. I will say this: you get the concept of the movie. Some college age kids get involved in a fairly adolescent game, which is Truth or Dare. But the setup of how that happens, at least in the movie, and this is pretty early in it, so I'm not giving anything away. At least everyone involved is kind of like, really? Truth or Dare? That's kind of adolescent and immature. So at least the characters are self-aware of that part, because the simple fact of the matter is, once you get into it, it is a great idea. It's better than Final Destination. Like, what is the premise of that? Why are all these weird things happening again? Nobody even knows.
Wait a sec, Justin. Everyone's like, oh, it's immature. Not one person's like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna get my dick sucked. No one. Oh, it's PG-13. You can't do that.
No. I think a few of the characters, there's a little wink and a nod, and there's definitely one character who's like, yeah, I want the two girls to make out. Like Roach is not, asexual. I mean, the guy is human. So
did he write that, or did his wife write that?
I'm gonna hope that Roach wrote that. We know he's a certified pervert, right?
No, actually.
Oh no, he said he didn't write the fuck dungeon stuff, right?
Yeah, he said that was all DJ, but DJ wrote it while in his fuck dungeon.
Well, maybe he wrote it to impress DJ. I don't know. We'll find out.
Like he's the kind of guy who'd pay a woman to slap him in the face.
Roach does?
DJ.
Well, you're not even friends with that guy. Why is that guy's name even coming out of your mouth? You guys don't get along.
Krista Joseph seems like the kind of guy who'd pay a woman to slap him in the face.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's the quote that he's going to put on the back of his biography.
That's the quote I'm going to just cut out for the best of clip from this show and put it on luchacentral.com.
It's just that one line.
DJ's biography, and he's selling 1 million copies of it.
Which, by the way, before I get too far into this Truth or Dare thing, if you haven't gone to luchacentral.com, go there. And not only should you go there, but you should sign up, create an account so that you can throw likes at us, throw comments up at our stuff, throw comments at Eric Mutter's stuff, throw comments at Klein Rock for being the whitest guy who does a Lucha Libre segment on the internet, because it's not this podcast. It's actually Klein Rock. But yeah, go to the website. And if you're interested in any of the stuff I was talking about at the beginning of the show, a lot of the pieces to the puzzle are on there, like Rey Mysterio being announced that he's back in AAA, the explanation of what's going on behind the scenes with Penta and Phoenix, starting to put together. There's a new piece up with Ruben Zamora from Mass Republic and Conan cruising through LA to San Diego. I wonder why they were in LA. In a car, and Conan's talking a little bit, hinting at the fact that there's a lot that he can't talk about. Suspicious. Check that piece out. Like luchacentral.com. Like, if you're interested in the stuff that we're talking about, and I'm sure as Lucha Underground starts to air, there'll be more Lucha Underground related stuff on there as well. But if you're interested in that stuff, a lot of the pieces to the puzzle are in articles on luchacentral.com right now. So go to the website, check it out.
And I also want to tell everyone, once I get my Lucha Libre muscle figures that haven't arrived yet, which if you didn't get them, they might be sold out. You might have to, if you're trying to get them on luchashop.com, but still try.
I think there's still a way that you can get them. I think you have to go, what's that, Super 7 store or whatever? Up
yeah, you can order them directly from Super 7 via mail order also. But Super 7 has stores in San Francisco and San Diego. But yeah, I ordered mine. I didn't get them yet. As soon as I get them, I'll either do a segment on the show or I'll do my own video and put it up on luchacentral.com, because I want to be their Pixel Dan and get like toys and stuff. So I
think that's honestly, that would be your greatest contribution that you could possibly make to luchacentral.com. If you're the guy that puts over the toys, because you're the guy who likes the toys.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or like talking about obscure monster gimmicks in Lucha Libre, like the time Leatherface came out to the Rock's music. But yeah.
All right, so Truth or Dare. So yeah, Truth. It's basically, Byron, what is your real middle name? Is it in fact Harris?
No, you're gonna steal my identity.
You said Truth. What's your middle name, Byron?
You don't know, Justin? Because I know what it is.
Yeah, it's Harmon.
Like Mark Harmon?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He took the Y off. He took the Y off, first of all. It's Byron Harmony, Turk. And the reason, actually, it's Hermione.
Why is Hermione Turk?
It's because of his hair. Like, they knew even before Harry Potter came out that he was going to have the same hair as Hermione, and it's Byron Hermione Turk.
Wait, why don't you go by BHT? BHT would be so much cooler than Byron or Mark Turk or Money Mark.
BHT sounds a little too much like BTK for my face here, so. Yeah.
Really? Harmon is your middle name?
Yeah.
Hermione.
Why did I not know that?
Dude, he would
learn on this show.
You just had to ask him. He would have told you. I mean, come on. I just stole his driver's license.
I thought everyone knew.
Well, so anyway, truth or dare, what I'm trying to get at here is you've got an asinine premise. It's asinine. It's ridiculous. It is. Kids in the 3rd grade play this game, right? And all of a sudden, somehow, this game of truth or dare turns deadly. And it's so fucking absurd. It is one of those horror movie premises where you're like, oh my God, am I seriously watching this shit right now where some idiotic game of truth or dare turns into this thing where people might actually die? Guess what? Like 3 seconds after that you realize that's what's happening, you don't care anymore. The mythology they built around the game and how it happens and the shit that's going on down in Mexico, it's fucking great. It's great. And you're just like, you don't even care. Like by the end of the movie, you have completely forgotten. It is the exquisite art of the suspension of disbelief that is happening in this film. Because by the end of the movie, you completely forget the fact that you just watched the most ridiculous idea of why you would kill off a bunch of college-age kids. Like,
hey man, I'm on board. I mean, shit. You're talking to a guy that owns Gourmet Zombie Chef from Hell on VHS. All right, like, come on.
And that's the trick. The trick to a good horror movie is you get to a point where the premise of it has you either drawn in enough or you don't care enough that you can just start having fun with it. And you can just start playing with people's emotions, with their fears, with their humor, with their expectations of what they're going to see next. And Truth or Dare 100% nails that part of it to the point where they have taken the most completely asinine way of killing people ever in a horror movie and made it not feel ridiculous at all. And that is a huge compliment.
I feel so dumb, dude, because I thought I saw it, but it was this movie with Madonna. Like, this sounds nothing like the Truth or Dare I watched. Fuck.
No, totally different movie. Though it has about the same. Actually, no, Madonna's movie has more nudity in it. So my biggest complaint about the movie, and not the premise, because the premise, honestly, after the kid from that Netflix horror movie, LeBroy or whatever that kid's name is, Labrio. What the hell's that kid's name? He played the werewolf in that Netflix Twilight show.
Teen Wolf.
Oh,
Michael J. Fox.
I liked him in that show though. I can't believe I can't remember the name of that show. Anyway, he's in this movie. Anyway, so
Hemlock Grove.
Thank you, Hemlock Grove, and Eli Roth thing, right? Didn't Eli do that thing? I liked it. I watched the whole series.
I liked the transformation in the first episode, and then just fell out of love with the show immediately after that. I don't know.
I like the big derpy Frankenstein sister. Anyway, I was also watching True Blood at the time, and it was far superior to anything True Blood ever did. Anyway, so that kid, like, as soon as his part of this whole deal is happening and you're into the game and things are happening, the backstories are really compelling. The murders are not vicious enough for me, but this is a PG-13 cut of the movie. From what I understand, it was filmed to be a little more gory. I will spoiler one part of it for you, Casey. The very, very first scene of the movie is a great setup. It's a great cold open. You can tell on paper it's written perfectly, and it's a fire gag, but it is, they cut away from it.
And
And
okay, they can cut away from fire gags. That's fine. If you cut away from a crushed head, that's when we're gonna have problems.
well, there's a few things where it gets abbreviated. It feels like they let it go a little bit more further into the movie. But the really disappointing part about it for me was the fact that I actually know the girl that did the fire gag in that very first opening scene. I grew up with her. She's a good actress and also a stunt woman, and she did the whole fire burn thing, and then it's obviously cut down to get a PG-13.
Shit, man. So she had to do like a body burn kind of thing, and it didn't get used.
The full burn,
Oh, man.
old school, real, no CG, full burn stunt.
Straight up the burning status and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
She's a great actress, by the way. Her name's Lisa Katara. You can check her out and all sorts of stuff. You can hit her IMDb. She's done stunts and acting in a shit ton of fucking movies.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, and she's credited as an actress on there too. She actually has a little bit of speaking part. I think they actually cut a little bit of that down too because they kind of truncated the scene. But it's so well written to be a cold open. Like I felt bad for Roach when I saw that because I was like, "Oh, this PG-13 rating killed your fucking glorious cold open, bro." Like I felt bad because if you had started off with the shock factor of just melting a fucking lady's face,
Yeah.
that would have really kicked it off for what the movie needed. I hope that there's an R-rated or a stronger TVMA cut or whatever that they do for Netflix or DVD or something, because I think that is the one thing where I would say, damn, if they had just taken these few things a little bit further. But it looks like the movie's a pretty big success because from what I'm hearing, the budget was like $4 million or less. And you know, it was like, damn, it only premiered number 3 that weekend. But number 3 was still like $13 million or something.
Yeah.
Off a movie that cost $4 million to make? Holy fuck buckets. That's some real cheddar.
I will say
No, and it's great. Like people were wondering, why is this being released now? Okay, you don't want to release anything this October because the fucking horror movie is sealed for this October. Don't worry. You know,
it's not Get Out. Like, it's not some mind-blowing new concept with racial themes or anything. It's like just old-fashioned horror movie fun. And it was the perfect thing to be their follow-up for Blumhouse to just say, look, guys, we still do, you know, low-budget horror movies, but that look great and have good scripts with good writers. We still do this. We're ruling this game right now.
You know what their next big thing is, right, Justin?
What's that?
The new Halloween movie that's coming out in October.
Oh, God. Well, I'm sure that was a much bigger budget.
Yeah, and what's amazing is they've shown a new poster of the new Michael Myers mask, which looks awesome. It's supposed to be an aged version of the first mask from '77. So basically,
they took William Shatner's face now and made it into a new mask?
No, but it looks like it because it's all wrinkled and cracked and shit, just like William Shatner. But
I don't know. He's had a little bit of work, so maybe the new Shatner face wouldn't be so good.
Yeah, it would look a little too tight. But yeah,
I mean, it's not like the full Kenny Rogers, but it's tight.
Right. Yeah, they did a good job with that. They also secured John Carpenter to do the score for the movie, which is awesome. And what's really cool about it is this is a direct sequel to the first Halloween. And some people are like, wasn't that what H2O did? H2O was a direct sequel to Halloween 2. So this is cutting out all the dumb shit from Halloween 2, where Laurie Strode was revealed to be Michael's sister, which I always hated.
So can they go back in time and make Jamie Lee Curtis that hot again?
Actually, she is supposed to be. She's a grandmother in this movie.
Can they go back in time and erase people reminding us that Jamie Lee Curtis used to have a penis?
No, I'm sorry. She's a very nice lady, Justin. Jesus.
Wow, Justin, you threw this out there and Casey isn't going for it. It's weird.
Well, I'm sorry. I just used to work for the production I used to intern for the production company that's somewhat responsible for this movie. So
he has an opportunity to talk about penises and he's declining.
I completely kid. I have no idea if those rumors about Jamie Lee Curtis are remotely true, but I always thought she was hot, even if she did actually have a penis.
See, this seems like a recurring theme, though. But that's neither here nor there.
Beauty is subjective, Casey.
It is. I'm not hating. I'm just stating, brother. That's all.
I like Finn Balor.
I like Finn Balor too.
Doesn't everyone like Finn Balor?
I mean, I feel like he's including. I feel like he's including me, and that he's for everyone.
Yeah, I'm part of everyone, right?
I want him to go to Ferguson with that message and that shirt.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm the dick.
Wow. Wow.
Finn Balor is for everyone.
Oh, wow. I haven't watched much on the WWE network that's new, except for the new something else to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard, which is cool. I mean, they basically just are doing what we're doing right now, like with this stream, but they're putting it on the WWE network. It's not like professional cameras or anything either. It's webcams.
Okay, wait. Paulie Cross here has some numbers for us. He says Truth or Dare is at $22,475,415, and it cost $3.5 million to make. Does Roach get back end? Because if so, I'm pretty sure he needs to throw a Mass Mats and Mayhem 100th episode party. Hey, and that's only 10 episodes away.
No, I actually have a wrestling promotion for him to invest in, if that's the case.
Wang, right? Wang.
Wrestle Arts New Generation.
Wang.
W*ANG, Wang. And you know what? It's going to be great. We'll give him a gimmick. I'm going to be Sharpan Joe, the Freddy Krueger knockoff, because we don't have copyrights for that shit.
He owed the Sharpan Joe, right?
Yeah. No, I don't own the Sharpan Joe.
No, it's your son of Sharpan Joe, right?
No, I'm just going to be Sharpan Joe. I'm kind of old, Justin. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a little old.
You can't be, the Sharpan Joe. I want you to be the Sharpan Joe Jr.
We're gonna let Chris Roach be in there because Chris Roach is a hoss. He's a big dude.
Can he bump though? Can he bump? I know DJ can bump. I've seen EVW. EVW can at least sell even if he can't bump. But can Roach bump?
So check this out. He's not going to have to because I'm going to give him the Jason the Terrible gimmick. But we're not going to be able to call him Jason the Terrible. So we're going to pay homage to the great Friday the 13th part.
I thought we were going to have DJ do that gimmick and be Johnson the Terrible.
No. You see, he's going to be Roy the Terrible. It's going to be like part 5 all over again. And it's going to be amazing.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah. So, okay, we're going to have Sharpan Joe. We're going to have Roy the Terrible. We'll probably have...
Do people watching this show even get this stuff, Casey?
Probably not, because no one watches the matches I fucking suggest on Twitter ever. We're going to have Pleatherface. He's going to be great. That could be you. You can be Pleatherface. It'll be great.
I'll be Pleatherface.
Yeah, you can wear pleather because it's vegan, and you can talk about how you like salad and shit.
And it's for everyone, damn it.
It is. Pleatherface is for everyone.
Jay Butson says Wang is for everyone, and oh, how right you are, Jay.
That's gonna be You know what? I just hired him for our marketing team.
That's it, Jay. Start coming up with stuff for us to put on T-shirts. Wang is coming, but don't forget, there's a little asterisk in between the W and the A.
Yes, like Wing, and it makes it impossible to search for on YouTube on the PlayStation 4 YouTube app.
Oh, great! So we've got a promotion that we can't promote. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Maybe we can get that banned from the Lucha Underground subreddit too.
It's okay. I'll start the Wang subreddit. See, what sucks is it's probably already taken. Knowing Reddit. Byron,
knowing Wangs, how much people love Wangs on Reddit.
Byron, do you subscribe? Silence is confirmation. I don't know
Dirty.
Where he went. I don't know where he went.
I do.
Maybe he got pizza.
He's taking care of something for me.
Oh, he's dropping a deuce.
I just told him to take care of something for me. He's taking care of it. I mean, did you see the look on his face? He looked so constipated. I just texted him. I was like, Byron, if you got a shit, just go, man. And you're killing the whole show with your fucking ugly face vibes where you look like the whole time. He looks like he's just turned inside out. This is why, once again, hockey is a horrible sport. No one should play hockey.
I'm just surprised that it's not just completely falling out of his loose butthole. Is this going to make the best of?
I thought Byron said his sock still had elastic.
It's still pink though.
Okay.
You know, sometimes red, sometimes a little yellow.
You told me that space docking didn't affect that at all.
Interesting.
All I gotta say, guys, is Urban Dictionary. It's an evil place.
Yeah.
You guys make enough gay jokes?
No. Look, just because we said you had a prolapsed anus doesn't mean we're saying you're gay.
But really, the question, honestly, was just, Byron, do your socks still fit? My penis.
Byron, did you wash your hands? That's the real question.
It's my business. It's not yours.
Yeah, you're not touching any of my stuff over there.
And
That's
yes,
awesome
I do hate it when lobster monsters break into my house.
Did you just hear him say he wants to touch all my stuff?
I believe he does. All right, Byron, being the other person on this show right now that has actually seen Truth or Dare, what was your favorite killing? The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, or ninth? Is that right? 9?
I don't want to give spoilers and say which one I enjoyed the most, but I will say. Oh.
You will say,
I'm getting a phone call.
From
Hello?
Truth or Dare, Byron. Who's on the phone?
Hi, Byron. Do you ever dance with the devil of the pale moonlight?
Okay.
Puts lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Do you have your wiener tucked between your legs?
Okay,
like we
I'll be right
discussed?
down.
I'd pizza me.
We'll get
Stay hard.
because of fucking bullshit.
Tell
What?
me about your toppings.
It's not even pizza. I ordered a fucking salad from Domino's and I still have to fucking.
It puts the dressing on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Something about horror movies that makes them fun is if you stick to a certain formula of like do something crazy every 10 minutes, 8 minutes, every 6 pages, whatever it is. And Truth or Dare.
30 seconds.
Truth or
Wait, so
Dare,
Byron, you're saying
whatever it is.
if hypothetically you ever made a horror movie, you would make it really formulaic.
So Truth or Dare, they have the game and they're taking turns.
I'm such a dick. I'm sorry, Byron. I still kind of love you. Maybe.
He's getting his salad, man.
Why is he eating salad? He's a big hoss-ass white dude who plays hockey. Why is he eating salad? Aren't those
Maybe
the kind of
he
guys
should-
that are supposed to eat like potato skins and wings?
Dude, I fucking love potato skins. Those are like probably my favorite food of all foods.
So you should be the hoss-ass white dude who plays hockey then. Let's retire Byron from that.
I can't ice skate, dude. I've tried. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Like even rollerblades. Oh, yeah.
I don't disagree because I can roller skate my ass off, but I can't ice skate. And maybe it's a black thing. I don't know because I'm not all that black. But the ice skating thing, something about the ankles and the movement and the turn, like I can't do it. It's just not. It's not for me.
It's painful. It's painful. Hurts my ankles. Hurts them bad. But
maybe if it was black ice, I could do it.
I don't know, man. Black Ice killed Cliff from Metallica, and I've never forgiven it.
You know, okay, so I was in Cleveland a few years back, and this was actually right before I met Byron. And I 180'd my Civic on the freeway in Cleveland because I hit some black ice.
Oh,
And then I told my stepfather or somebody, I was like, yeah, some black ice hit me on or I hit some black ice on the road. And he was like, what'd they do to you? And I was like, well, they spun me out and they threw me into the guardrail. He was like, they whooped your ass? I was like, no, I said black ice, not black ice.
see, this is the same problem we have with racist fan rocks in the chat.
I have, and my enunciation just wasn't saving it. I mean, this shit went on like Abbott and Costello long. It was like 20 minutes of me trying to explain the difference between black ice and black ice.
It's tremendous. It's tremendous.
It's a Cleveland accent because in Cleveland you say, "Hey, couple 3 black ice." Or you say, yeah, I slipped on some black ice. It's
Go-
the same thing.
Go Steamers. That's all. So okay, Justin.
We're totally
we're
going off
talking
the
about-
rails, but go for
We're
it.
talking about Cleveland Steamers. Is what we're
Okay.
talking about. Is that where Byron's going right now? Is he getting a hot Carl as we speak? UrbanDictionary.com.
Yes, I believe he is getting the Blue Thunder Red Tornado right now.
The old Cambodian mudslide.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so good.
Oh man. Yeah, this has really gone off the rails.
Okay, well, so let me talk about Maverick Pro because I went to Maverick Pro last week, and this is wrestling related, people. It's not disgusting. Well, maybe it is because Kevin Cross was involved.
That man's deviant.
First of all, Chris Bay versus Austin Theory. I love this kid, Chris Bay. I don't know if you haven't seen him. He's a younger dude, black kid, dreadlocks. Maybe goes 155, 160, 170, maybe 170. I don't know. I mean, he's yoked, but he's little.
Yeah,
But he's not like tiny. He's not Paquito, but he's not huge. He's not like massive.
He's got like the Bruce Lee physique, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely, and probably Bruce Lee size too. Like he's real cut. He's very athletic. He can whoop somebody's ass, but at the same time, he's not hulking. He's not huge. But anyway, so he went toe to toe with this kid Austin Theory, who is 100% NXT material. I know he had a tryout recently. I think even when Cross was out there. And I think he might go to WWE and do developmental, but absolutely meant to be there. You can tell that's where he should be, maybe on an Impact or something like that, but shouldn't even be bothering being an indie guy to me. Like, just has that whole like put him on TV kind of thing. Austin Theory, look him up, good kid. So anyway, they're kind of in the middle of the card. Chris Bay and Austin Theory go at it, and the last Maverick Pro I've been at, Chris Bay went to town with Willie Mack.
Nice.
And went over on Willie Mack. And it was fucking barn burner, tore the house down, amazing match. And Katarina, their women's champ at Maverick Pro, also, all of her matches are good. She knows how to sell. She's just fucking good at pro wrestling.
Yeah, and that's
Winter.
Katie Lee /
Katie Lee Burchell / Winter over in TNA, and now she's on the indies as Katarina.
Yeah, she's always been an excellent wrestler. Like, I remember when they first signed her for WWE, she had a lot of buzz behind her for being like good technically. Yeah,
and I'd hate to lose her off some of these great indie shows that I go to, but at the same time, she's one of those people that I think has refined it so much now. Like, she'd be really good going to NXT and then coming back onto WWE TV that way. And she's also more experienced than a lot of those girls, so I think she could be a locker room leader if she had the time in their system. Like, if she went back there, I think she could be just crushing it. And I think she was one of those people that did not benefit from the Divas era. Right. I think she needed to be outside of that system. And now that we're in the era of women's wrestling, she is a woman wrestling, and she's doing a great job. People who do TV should really be looking at her. She's got a great look. She can perform, and she's a locker room leader.
And she can act too, because she's been doing some movies. She was in one that's awesome, and I'm forgetting the name, and I have to look it up.
I believe she's at Katrina's Infamy on Twitter. So tell her you heard about her on this show. She's great. But anyway, so this Chris Bay kid absolutely fucking kills it with Austin Theory. And Chris Bay in Maverick Pro in their storylines, he has the cash and carry, which is kind of an equivalent to Money in the Bank kind of thing.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's right. She was in Karate Kill. That movie's awesome.
I have to watch that. Karate Kill. Can I get it on Amazon, since you seem to know everything that's on Amazon?
I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon Prime, actually. I think that's where I watched it.
Karate Kill. All right. I got to watch that. I watched Boone recently. Loved it. I thought Mundo was full of shit, but I really loved Boone. It was everything that I love about, like,
okay.
early 2000s syndicated action television, except in a movie.
The great cinematic masterpiece known as Karate Kill is on Amazon Prime streaming.
All right. I know what I'm watching tonight. You guys heard it here. Watch Katarina's movie, Karate Kill, on Amazon.
Yeah.
So Chris Bay, Austin Theory, tear the house down. Great match. Love those guys. And keep in mind, Chris Bay is finding ways to do the appropriate amount of flippy shit for a smaller indie in a room where if you stand on the top turnbuckle, even a guy his size, his head will be touching the ceiling.
Oh man, I really don't like that. PWG was like that.
They're in the Moose Lodge in Burbank, though. I mean, smaller than PWG, but they're going to do some bigger venues too. But it's a great venue for them, and honestly, having that low ceiling for a promotion like this is good because it keeps you invested in the matches without having to focus on flippy shit. And so many indies right now are just focused on flippy shit, but guys are getting over, and guys who do flippy shit stuff, like Ugly Ducklings were there. Those guys do flippy shit stuff all the time. Bunch of other great indie performers that do flippy shit were there, but it like reins you in and it makes them focus more on telling the goddamn story of the match, which honestly, I see enough flippy shit. I could be at PWG tonight if I wanted flippy shit. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd rather go to Maverick Pro and see good storytelling instead of just random fucking matches. Like, you're going to give me pro wrestling. You're going to do it in a small environment. You got, you know, it's sold out in the place, but you got captive fans who are there because they're true wrestling fans. You're going to a fucking Maverick Pro show in the Moose Lodge. You like pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, Justin, you didn't tell me this was just in freaking Burbank or I would have gone. Damn it.
Oh my God. I did say come to Maverick Pro, but I did not say that it was in Burbank. Yeah, they did the last two at the Moose Lodge. They're doing another one on May 5th at the Moose Lodge.
Okay, where's the Moose Lodge? Is that over on Hollywood Way, or am I thinking of American Legion or something? Over by Fry's?
No, it's actually on Burbank. It is close to Fry's. It's a little south of there. Yeah, it's not that far from the 5 at all.
Nice.
It's like right off the 5, because actually when I went home, I actually went over to the 5 and then back down to the 101 because it was faster, and I was going West Valley.
I've got a lot of friends that live in Burbank that would like to go to something like that.
Well, May 5th is your next opportunity,
nice.
And then after that they have a big show coming up the following month, and they have not announced the venue for that yet because I think they're going to bring in some ECW superstars from back in the day for that one.
Nice.
They're working on a bigger show, I think, for that month, but I think they're going to have to get out of that smaller place because they've been selling it out. They actually, from the 2 shows that I saw that were 2 or 3 weeks apart, they had to add 3 more rows of chairs to get everybody in there this time, which they did.
That's awesome.
So, Kevin Cross is their champion.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, and he was in a match with Keith Lee and why am I drawing a blank on the other guy's name? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name. I'll look it up. But great match. Kevin, however, was coming out of his battle with Willie Mack at House of Hardcore WrestleCon weekend.
Yeah. And
anybody who watched that, and if you haven't watched that, go and watch that match. Actually, go and watch that whole show because it's really good. And you will be real fucking surprised at Swoggle on that. If you haven't seen Swoggle, Jesus Christ, that kid he's not even a kid. He's a grown-ass man. I mean, but not entirely a grown-ass man. Anyway, the moral story is
grown-ass man. Yeah.
He can wrestle. Like, who fucking knew? You didn't know when you saw him on WWE. Like, he had some spots, but that dude can wrestle. Oh yeah, there's some highlights on my Twitter, the @JustinHarvey75, of some of this stuff that happened. So is JT Dunn, Keith Lee, Killer Cross, who's no longer Kevin Cross, by the way. Don't call him Kevin anymore. Please don't call him Kevin. I made that mistake. I called him Kevin in a public place. I don't want to say what happened, but it wasn't pleasant. He's Killer Cross now, guys, or Tollman, or Mr. Cross, or
just call him Sir. Just call him Sir.
Sir's good.
Yeah.
Please don't hurt me is also accepted, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kevin comes in with a legit broken freaking rib. And, he likes to collect his gold shiny thing, so it's his belt. And he just was like, no, I owe it to these guys, Maverick Pro. These crowds come out to see me, whatever. I'm going to still wrestle even with a broken rib. They played his music at the beginning, and he didn't come out. And I thought, like, I had been texting with him, and I had talked to him a couple times. I thought legit, like, Cross just wasn't going to wrestle. Like, he got there, thought he was going to wrestle, and then he was like, oh, wait a second, guys. This is real jacked up. I really shouldn't be doing this. It's stupid. Keep your money. I can't do this. I thought for sure that's what happened. And maybe he was second guessing it because Keith Lee comes out, JT Dunn comes out, and they're just about to say, well, fuck it, I guess these two guys will go, but maybe not for the belt. We don't know. They're a small promotion. I don't think they have a lot of contingency plans in place. Mm-hmm. Then I think Odie, the ref, ran out to the back to see what was up and came back and said, give it a minute. And then Cross came out. He's taped up. I don't know if the tape was just a fucking gimmick for show or if that was really helping him in any fashion, but I know that legit lower rib on the left side broken, fractured, all wrestling hype BS aside. I know he said he had like 3 fractures and a broken rib, but he has one that is legit fucked up. So he comes out and he still wrestles. I mean, he wrestles like he's not broken. But then he starts getting kicked and taking some shots, and some of them might have been work, but there was a couple in there where I saw him take some deep breaths when he especially when he actually got backslammed, when he back bumped, where I was like, man, I don't know how I feel about this. Kev is not in a good place to be doing this right now. Like, it was one of those things where I was legit kind of like, ugh. And B-Boy earlier in the night had done just a great sell out on the floor, where you were like, damn, is he hurt? Is he not hurt? But like in a wrestling world, this was some shit where I was like, I don't know if this is in a wrestling world anymore. Like some winces on Kevin's face that weren't selling. So I was kind of like, shit, man, this sucks. And he's got Keith Lee there, and I know he's really excited about that. So he's going, he's going toe to toe. He's battling these fucking guys, and Cross retains. Cross finds a way to retain.
Yes.
But by a very rare and random disqualification. Even though he got his Saito Slam in, he got some big moves in. I don't know if the rib was hurting him and if he was looking for a way out or if he's just truly lost his shit. But Keith Lee, who's a guy I know he respects, he put his head inside of a chair and slammed him against the ring post repeatedly. We all know wrestling is wrestling, but Cross looked like he may have lost a little bit. The bell was a little slow to come to, and Odie, the ref, was kind of looking around like, is this the finish? I don't know that was supposed to be the go-home spot. I don't know that was supposed to be the way it went down. If Cross's rib was fucking him up, it was one of those fun moments for me. You're in this small promotion. I know, Kevin, I've talked to some of the other workers. Like, I know a lot of what's going on, and I legit didn't know if they were shooting or calling it on the fly, if it was a complete work and that was the way it was supposed to go down. And that's what made it fun.
I don't understand any of these words that you're using right now because I respect kayfabe, but I want to say that Mr. Cross, sir, I enjoy his work, and for him to do something like that just warms my heart. It warms my heart because he's living up to the killer name. He's not some guy that just calls himself killer and then goes and shakes someone's hand and wrestles nicely. No, he's going to try to kill him because he's a killer. There you go. Aptly named.
It goes a little deeper than that, though, because, Kev took matters into his, Mr. Killer Cross, sir, took matters into his own hands. He caught a little bit of beatdown after that, and the opportunist, Mr. Dashing Chris Bay is Bay, all 2018, Bay Day,
Let me tell you something, Justin. I come from Scandinavian heritage, and over there, Bay means shit. Look it up.
Well, you're gonna think that even more now because Chris Bay, who I consider a cool dude and a friend and somebody I really like to watch, he pulled some dastardly shit on Cross, who looked like he was legit trying to get out of the match with his belt intact, and did. He found a way. Sometimes that's just smart, regardless of whether it was a work or shoot or whatever reasons. He got out of there with his belt. And Chris Bay comes in and attacks the wounded animal, splashes him down, and cashes in his cash and carry and takes the belt off of Kevin Cross. And now Chris Bay is your new Maverick Pro heavyweight champion. And he took the belt off of Killer fucking Cross, who is double his size.
That's great. That Poopy Chris Poo fucking is someone representing the company instead of a man's man like Killer Cross.
I was in shock.
A man that literally names himself after feces is the champion now.
I mean, and we'll have to talk to Kevin about this because I don't know. Like, you know, who knows?
Oh, yeah. We got to ask him if he knows if that means poop, because I think that's something he should know.
I don't know if you know, this is a backstage thing where he wanted to drop, you know, to get out of it because he knew he was going to be down for a couple of months. If this was a real thing where Chris Bay kind of was taking matters in his own hand, if the management was screwing him over, I get the feeling that the ref Odie is not a huge fan of Kevin's. I don't know, because he was posting stuff about Chris Bay on his social media.
Honestly,
talking about and new. I mean, he seemed to like he was playing a little bit of favorites with Chris Bay.
Justin, his name is fucking Odie. I don't expect him to be on the up and up at all.
He's got good hair, though, damn it. Odie's got great hair. I like Odie. He's my third favorite referee that's out there currently.
Yeah, Tarantes, Hijo de Tarantes, and then Odie.
No, I actually go Red Shoes, Marty Elias, then Odie.
Oh man,
Little Nate is 4 though.
I'm disappointed that none of them have Tarantes in their name.
Why is that, Casey?
It's the greatest referee of all time, Hijo de Tarantes. Buy the shirt.
All right, you got it.
Meef's a big fan.
Knox is way up there too, and I will tell you guys later in season 4 of Lucha Underground why Rick Knox has moved way up on my greatest referees of all time list.
He must have like bought Justin lunch or something.
But I really like Odie because Odie does that thing of he's very much in control of the action that's happening in his ring, but you also don't know he's there until you need to know he's there.
Kind of like a certain comic strip where you didn't know he was there until a cat was mad at him and said mean things.
Speaking of mad cats, where's Billy? He's just got us muted now. He's just chomping away.
Chomping away at his salad. It's like we gave him the opportunity to talk about his cat and he didn't take it. He's not listening.
Dude, we've been putting Byron over this whole show. He doesn't even know we're here.
Yeah, that's right. We said best butthole in the business.
It's clearly true.
Double A Byron Turk.
Look, there's more than one way to carry a wrestler's bags into the locker room.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's all I'm saying. If you have that clinch factor, you can really go places.
Yeah. Especially when the bags don't have wheels, you know.
Jay, by the way, I hate to break it to you, but if you go back to episode 5 of this show, you'll know that eating loudly into a microphone is totally a gimmick on this show. You'll have to just forgive us. It's just a thing that we do from time to time. I don't really know why that started in particular, but they're kind of thing every now and then. We're hungry. This show is long. We don't get up for pee breaks or anything, but sometimes we gotta eat. You gotta eat.
Yeah. I usually eat like Count Chocula when I eat on the show. But
great
I'm
choice.
out.
Great choice.
But, hey, dude, you know what? The
Are you
grocery
finally
outlet,
out of your supply of Monster cereal?
bro. Grocery outlet in Burbank has Frankenberry right now.
Oh, let's go. Are they open? Or they open at 10 o'clock.
I don't know. Maybe.
So I was bummed. I talked to Kev after the show. He was really happy with the turnout. He was happy that the crowd enjoyed the proceedings and the whole show. It was, again, Maverick is crushing it for a small show. I mean, we're talking small shows. And they don't have like millions to throw around. Like, with the size rooms they're filling up, they're only going to be able to bring in like 5, name guys every time. But they're bringing in really solid up and coming guys, and it's fun to watch. And the storylines and the writing are better than what you get at most small shows. So I've been really, really happy with it. Anyway. And Cross is there, Cross is on me. So it's fun to get out and support. I don't know if he's going to be there May 5th or not. I hope he is. And if he is, dear Lord, I like Chris Bay a lot, but I feel I'm worried for the man's life.
I think you need to draw a line in the sand and know that if you have to get one of those guys mad at you, you want it to be Poopy Chris Poo, or do you want it to be a guy named Killer Cross, who may have legally murdered Keith Lee in front of your very eyes?
Look, I don't know if I could take Chris Bay or not, but I know for sure I can't take Cross. So I would if I had to choose between who had heat with me, I'd pick Chris Bay all day long. Dashing Chris Bay, Bay is Bay. Man, if I gotta have heat with somebody, I'm on Team Cross. Like. Me and Bay would have to go. Like I'm Bay size. I could bump.
I don't
know if I'd get back up after the first one, but I could bump.
Yeah, you can bump once. Yeah, you only need one sometimes. Hogan did in his last match.
Look, I'll tell you what. I can cut a hell of a promo. I can bump once, and I'll sell that shit for 2 months. It'd be straight fire.
I'll wrap my whole body like a mummy.
I'll be clinched up for, and it might be legit. It might be real.
Yeah. I could barely move furniture without suffering for a week.
Thank God dudes can't jump off the fucking top rope too much in the. You know what's cool though? When somebody actually does come off the top rope in the Moose Lodge or whatever it is, it's usually really innovative because you can't go up. You kind of have to go forward. You have to propel yourself forward. And one of the ceiling tiles, Keith Lee and JT Dunn did a spot in that match with Cross where Keith Lee takes him up and then slams him down. And chunks of the ceiling actually came down too. You can see it in the video I have on my Twitter. Freaking amazing. They literally brought the roof down. They tore the roof down in that motherfucker.
That sounds like something expensive to get in trouble for, but I like the idea of it happening.
Where's Byron? Byron, can you hear me? Hello, Byron. Earth to Byron.
Byron!
What is Byron doing?
He's eating salad. He gets really into it, man. He has to hear the lettuce crunch because he feels like he has power over it.
Oh, shit. I think Chris Roach turned it. Chris, if you're watching this thing right now, we talked about Truth or Dare about 20 some odd minutes ago, and I totally fucking buried your movie, bro.
Oh, dude, he said it was worse than glitter. Whoa.
Hi, Byron. Hi. Can you hear me, Byron? Hello. Can you hear me? Byron?
I think it's time. We just sign off for Byron Fever. This is Be Cool and Stay in the Mix.
God damn it, you murdered that. That's so awful. I wanted to ask Byron about one fucking thing and then we can get the hell out of here.
Stay mixy. Don't be
Hi, Bay. Byron.
Bay means poop.
I am texting you, Byron.
It's going to be so great as the best of the MMM show on luchacentral.com. Visit it today. Sign up. Comment on our stuff. Say, hey, this best of MMM show kind of sucks because it doesn't have Casey in it. And then all the other articles on the site also say Casey should be in it. And learn how to say it in Spanish so you can say it on the Spanish articles too.
Well, I have a few pieces coming up that have some Casey involved.
I already dropped the news on Twitter to all the denizens of deliciousness out there.
Right, but you're also going to be in the Best of Strikers segment.
Oh, great.
It's good. It's good. I wish people need to watch the whole Striker episode too, because you will see that Striker starts out, he gives us a little bit of heat at first, then he just totally no-sells us for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then he starts realizing that, oh shit, Casey might know more about wrestling than me.
I think we should have interviewed him today. I think it would have been pretty interesting, but
maybe.
Yeah.
But you can see this realization happening throughout the episode where Striker is like, oh wait, these guys aren't bullshit. And by the end of it, Striker, like, he went 45 minutes over his time.
Yeah, he was.
I was
really
like,
cool.
Matt, can we get you on for like a half hour or something? He stayed for like an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes or something. And he is just literally shooting the shit. I gave him every opportunity to get out of it. I'm texting him like, Matt, you can totally hang up on us now. And he's like, no, this is great. I'm hanging out. I'm having a good time. And it is honestly, if you watch it, it's one of the few MMM shows too, where me, you, and Byron all probably talk as much as the guest. Mm-hmm. Because he's letting us, and he wants us to, and we're actually having a real conversation. We're not just interviewing him and getting him to tell us about our childhood. Like we there's some of those questions, and we talk about WWE and him putting over the teacher gimmick, and he does his obligatory Vince is a mastermind kind of shit. You know, just in case he ever has to go back and work there, or he wants to get in the Hall of Fame. like totally transparent. Like he wasn't even bullshitting about it. It was like, no, dude, I'm gonna say this because I'm not stupid.
Right. He's a smart man. He knows what he's got to do.
Like he's not burying anybody on that whole show. Matt doesn't bury anybody that's above him.
He doesn't
Ever.
seem like he would bury people anyway. He's a nice man,
he buried the shit out of Kevin Cross on that show. He
did. And Tommy Dreamer.
And Dreamer. He buries Dreamer. He buries Cross. He buries his boys. He buries anybody he's got a leg up on because he's old school. But any single guy that he even thinks is above him in any fashion, or that can get him any kind of work in any fashion, he won't bury him. Doesn't matter if he fucking hates their guts. He's not going to bury him. He's not that stupid. He's like, guys, I like to be employed. I really like wrestling. He's not going to do it. But anyway, hopefully the best of for you people who like Josh Pillow-sized things will be up on Lucha Central soon. Though the clip I sent them, I don't know if we're going to break it into 2 parts or what. It's 20 minutes instead of 10. But it's also not the full 2.5 hour show. The full show, however, though, get through the first 15 minutes, and it's really great. It's really insightful. Striker talks about Conan and his thoughts about having Conan in his ear during the first couple seasons of Lucha Underground. Then he talks about Roach taking over that position. He talks a little bit about what it's like to work with Vampiro, though he's kind. And he talks about where Lucha Underground is heading. When we recorded that episode, the Netflix deal was just about to be announced or had just been announced that week, I think. So we do talk about that quite a bit.
Yeah.
But if you listen to what he's saying, it says a lot too about what he feels is the future of Lucha Underground. He also completely buries their merchandising and touring.
With good reason.
Good reason. But he's not full of shit either. It's not totally Striker blowing smoke up your ass. And there are several conversations about deep wrestling knowledge and history between Striker and Casey that real wrestling fans will truly appreciate, because these guys, Casey and Striker, both know their wrestling. They're wrestling on a different level.
Pretty interested because I don't remember half of the stuff we talked about. I know we did talk about Nasty Ned Brady for a while.
Yep. Nasty Ned Brady came up.
Yeah, which is awesome. And I know we talked about Johnny Rods because he was trained by him. Yeah. So I'm interested in seeing the best of that. Can't wait.
I think you talked about Octagoncito or something else too. I mean, some
probably
weird random stuff. But anyway, yeah, so that best of clip is coming up. Then Casey's top 10 luchadors of all time, which will probably be in 2 pieces. I'm still working on that. I'm trying to make that a little glossier package. So that'll be fun. That'll also be on luchacentral.com.
Oh, I'll just send you some pictures when I get some baby oil if you need a glossy package.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have I sent you my Snapchat? I'll send you my Snapchat.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I'll sign up.
Ben Balor's for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Byron,
Glossy package.
What the fuck is going on with our co-host?
Dude.
Hello.
He ordered a salad from a pizza place at 11.
Where the are you?
Honestly, for the listeners, he's on the East Coast right now, so it's like 1 in the morning, and he 2 in the morning.
But look, my phone actually just does say, Byron, where the hell are you?
Yeah, I like how you just showed everyone his phone number on the show too.
I'm fine with that.
No, but he ate a pizza, a Domino's pizza salad at 1 in the morning. He's probably dying right now.
Did you watch the UFC last week?
No.
I didn't watch it either, but I saw the highlights and I read about it and the Gaethje Condit thing Gaethje, I mean like just Gaethje Poirier and Condit. Who the fuck was Condit fighting now? I can't even fucking remember. I just watched the highlights like 3 hours ago.
Honestly, dude, I've been so run down and tired. I slept through that whole show.
The moral of the story to me is that Poirier is a stud, has always been a stud, just never quite gets past that point where he's getting the super push at the top mid card, and he's got this weird gatekeeper status. And once again, he's propelled himself right into the mix. He's right in the fray of things again. Every time you think Dustin Poirier is gone, he's right there. And like he's legit been like the number 4 or 5 guy at that weight class forever. And he's proven that he still deserves to be that guy. And look, if Khabib can't get Tony, Khabib can't get Conor, I think that Dustin Poirier is a little bit ahead of Barbosa.
Hey,
Dustin Poirier might get a title match.
Dude, Jim's trying to call us from the show right now.
Jim is?
Yeah.
Oh, let me just get Jim. Let me see if we can get Jim from PWG, see what Jim's got to say.
Yeah.
Tell Jim to answer the actual invite, because I can't answer in Hangouts anymore. That doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's Jimmy.
Hey. What's up, buddy?
I can't hear anything.
You don't have to. Just tell us what's going on. If I just smile and thumbs up, will Jim know? Hey. Is this after show?
I can't hear anything, but I'm live on the show. I can't hear shit, but I hope you guys are having fun. Walter's popular as shit tonight, so awesome. I'll see you guys later because you can't hear me. Peace.
There's Jimmy live at the PWG.
We just got fucking Walter on our show, dude.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That was our way too real moment of the week.
I don't know what that means.
I'm sure if Mil Machetes is still in the chat room, he knows exactly what I mean.
Is anyone still in the chat room, right?
Yeah, there's dozens of viewers actually.
Oh, that's so weird. Go to sleep.
Yeah, well, it's only 10 o'clock on the West Coast on a Friday night, though. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I would be watching this shit tomorrow morning when you don't have anything better to do.
I am very sleepy, Justin.
Oh, I'm gonna get done. I was gonna ask Byron about this other thing, but I'm just gonna talk about it without him. Which is, I called it. I called what they were gonna do with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Nobody else knows this, but we have our little DM going where we're talking about things. And
usually me, Flo, wanting to have sex with Phantasma. Let's not mince words.
well, at least, I mean, every time he says something, we say, Meatloaf, that secretly means you just want more Phantasma panties at your house, doesn't it? And
yeah, and
it's true.
And he just says hello when we say that. Yeah.
I believe it's aloe, but yeah.
Hello, mate.
But I don't know if he's actually saying hello when he says that, or if he's saying he wants to rub aloe on Phantasma.
It could be both.
Yeah.
Could be both.
And my other question is, does he have the same affinity for Cuerno that he has for Phantasma, or is that a different thing?
I think it's some kind of sandwich fantasy.
Interesting.
Yes.
So he wants to be hunted into the ooh la la.
Yeah.
Right in.
He was telling me about it, not so much with his words, but with his eyes. And, it basically like the scene from Ghost, but instead of like the sculpture, a penis.
Wow.
Yeah.
All these things are frightening and most likely true. So anyway, the thing that I had said in the chat room was we were talking briefly about Ronda Rousey. I think we were speculating on whether or not she should have a boob job and whether Alexa Bliss had a boob job or something else. And I had said, I guarantee they're going to end up putting her with Natty and they're going to start as friends and work into some kind of stupid fucking feud. And sure enough, this week with all the superstar shakeup shit, next thing you know, who's right next to each other? Fucking Ronda Rousey and fucking Natty. And I'm just like, oh my God, was it really? It was like one of those times where I felt sick to my stomach that I was right.
God, that's
it's so WWE though that like there was no hints in any programming or anything, but I just thought to myself, all right, Ronda's a little bit of a noob. Who is the person that they think is going to get her some, like, God damn it, why didn't they put Ronda in a program with fucking Mickie James? Yeah. Instead, we get Natty because she's the veteran. She's going to teach Ronda how to fucking work, but she's also going to be boring as shit. It's going to be the worst program, guys. It's going to go all the way to SummerSlam where one of them goes fucking heel on the other one, and then they get their fucking blow off at SummerSlam. I guarantee it. And I just don't want to see that shit. Ronda did so good at WrestleMania. I thought she did good at the Raw after Mania. I thought they actually played it right. I thought that Steph and Triple H sold for her the right way, put together a good match for her, really actually got her there. Her promos were even getting a little bit better. And then here comes fucking Natty. And I don't dislike Natty. She is a good wrestler. But at the same time, you're talking about Ronda. She is the biggest commodity they have right now. She's not a star yet. She is a star, but she's not necessarily a WWE superstar yet. And I know they have to make her into one. I just don't think Natty's the way to do it. I know what Natty's going to give her. I know what Natty's going to show her. But who's going to believe it when she has to go in there and sell for fucking Natty?
Oh, God. It's going to be terrible. Because you know what? I know Total Divas was a fake show and bullshit, but it made me hate Natty and think she was the worst person ever. And I don't think it was acting. I think she just really is.
I don't know. Everybody likes her in the locker room or whatever, and I get it. She's a locker room leader. But at the same time, have they ever looked at their fucking, quarterly hour numbers when Natty's on TV? Like, it's dismal. Like, if she's there to help out Ronda, I don't think that's going to happen. The only thing that could possibly happen that'd be any good is Ronda actually helps out Natty.
You know what happened that was good?
What's that?
Manhands lost the belt.
Yes, she did.
Yes,
and
that was good.
It was interesting because the promo that Carmella cut this week, the crowd didn't quite know what to make of it. The crowd didn't know whether she was heel or face. I think the crowd really wanted her to be face.
Right, yeah.
And they didn't understand that she just took the belt off of a face and that, like, hey, guys, if you hadn't gotten the message, Charlotte's a fucking face now and Carmella's the heel. But it got this really weird mixed reaction. And I think Carmella played the promo exactly right. I think that after WWE takes pieces from that promo and shoves it down people's throats for 2 or 3 weeks, they'll get it. And she actually really did a great job. Like, there's nothing else she should have done differently. She should have done it that way. And she actually handled the not getting the heat that she wanted the right way. Though I think she could have turned a couple of phrases, and she tried to at one point to heal the crowd out a little bit more. But I think that Carmella is going to do really, really well. I don't think she's going to be Alexa Bliss, but I think that they should leave Carmella heel, don't turn her face, let her keep doing the promo, let her keep working the angle and the gimmick the way she's doing it. A couple of weeks of that, and she's going to be a super strong heel champion with a lot of people there and available to chase her down.
I just want her to be more successful in life than Big Cass. I don't think it's too much to ask.
Well, Big Cass is over there now with her too. This whole shakeup. Let's do a shakeup. I don't fucking get the shakeup. Like, it's so weird because they move guys, but then they also move the guy that I want to see those guys against.
But you
it's
know
like
what?
they brought Samoa Joe over to SmackDown, but then they take Bobby Roode away. And
Yeah, I love it because they put all the people I hate on Raw, so now I only have to watch SmackDown.
Well, it really does look like right now that SmackDown really does have the better roster.
Raw got Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sent Miz over to SmackDown, who I think is really one of the top heels in the game right now.
Raw got
anyone
Jinder
says.
Mahal. Yes. Thank you.
But you saw they stripped him and sent Jeff Hardy away. They're like, look, we'll keep your brother Matt here. We've got him with Bray now, and Bray can actually wrestle, so that'll be good. And Jeff, since you can actually wrestle, you can go to SmackDown.
Yeah. He'll have his Intercontinental run. It'll be great.
And that's not a diss on Matt Hardy, by the way, guys. I actually really love Matt Hardy. I just like his matches, the actual work of the matches is the same and has been for 13 years. It's exactly the same layout. Like the guy, if you're a wrestler and you want to go out there and just put on a match that's going to work, you want Matt Hardy because you're going to go in the back to work it out with Matt Hardy, and Matt Hardy's going to tell you, okay, we're going to do this and this and this, then we're going to hit the hot tag, then it's going to be a twist of fate, and blah. Like, it's going to be the same every time. Like, there's not going to be a fucking surprise in there unless the writers come with it. It ain't coming from Matt. But it's fine because it's a really good match. He's like, Matt Hardy is Everclear. That band that has the one song that's really good, but then keeps putting a different name on it and releasing it, and it's another #1 hit. That's Matt Hardy. They're all #1 hits, but it's the same fucking song.
Oh, God. That's being really mean to Matt Hardy because he's way better than Everclear ever was. But I get your analogy. I do. That's just mean. I don't know. That's probably like Byron's second favorite band. So you never know.
Well, again, I like Matt Hardy. I'll watch his match all day long, but it's his match anyway. Yeah, so he stays there and he does a thing with Bray. I really liked the send off that Jeff gave them, where he kind of acknowledged the whole weird Hardy woken existence, broken existence, whatever. That was fun. I like Bray and Matt being together. The rest of this shakeup, I don't know if I entirely get it yet. I guess we'll see. I mean, I see the whole Riot Squad switching places with Paige's girls making complete sense because Paige is over there now. Paige has got to do a little less Ronda on her manager gimmick. I would really like to see her go heel GM, but I don't know if that's possible. I think that show should let Shane be the face and have the heel GM thing. And I think Paige could do a great job with that. And I think she'd get way more over as a heel in that position. Maybe they can't do it with her right now.
They got to move into that a little bit.
Yeah, there has to be a turn, probably SummerSlam-ish, right before SummerSlam to work up some big matches for that. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, the Superstars shakeup, it was really weird, though, because literally all you're watching and all you're seeing, and I know you didn't watch these, right?
No, I didn't.
all you're seeing is the roster realignment. There wasn't a single match in 5 hours of television. 5 hours and 7 minutes of television that had any meaning whatsoever in the grand scheme of things. Every single match was a throwaway match. And if they're going to be throwaway matches, let's just make them squashes. And some of them were, which is great. I love to like bring the new guy up from NXT, let him squash somebody, move the fuck on. Yeah. That's great. You know, and then, you know, their main events were tag matches, Miz's last appearance on Raw before he gets taken away. What the fuck is going to happen to the Miz Taraj now? Those guys are doomed.
Yeah, I wish them the best in their future endeavors.
I mean, well, maybe they can put Bray's brother back with him and Matt Hardy or something. I don't know. The other guy's just fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck WWE. That's all. That's really all I have to say. You know, the title of this episode is Lucha is Everywhere. You know where Lucha isn't? It isn't in the WWE. Well, I guess you got Cien Almas. We'll see where that goes.
Nowhere good. I mean, I'd love to see him wrestle Shinsuke. I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, I honestly, I think NXT was the best place for Cien Almas, and now I just don't know. I just don't know what you do with the guy now.
Yeah.
But that's just, I mean, I feel that way about a lot of guys. And look, they surprised me with Ricochet. I thought I was really going to hate what they did with him a lot more on NXT, but so far I've been happy with it. So we'll see. WWE always has, they have a ton of great stars. They have 60% of the best guys out there right now. So at any point in time that they want to, they can make their product good. They have all the ability in the world to do that.
Yeah. They just need to want to do it. Yeah.
I'm very curious to see, and it's maybe already happened, but I'm really curious to see what's happening at AAA tonight, because Vampiro was booked in a match, but then they kind of wrote him out of TV at the last thing.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really curious to see what they say about that. I know Lucha Blog was talking about it, and Eric Mutter / Cult Icon, whatever the fuck name he wants to go by these days, he's been talking about it. I have not been talking about it, but doesn't mean I'm not interested in it. AAA has done one thing right this week. They have made me interested in their product.
Yeah, because you wonder what the fuck's going to happen next. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and the answer to that might be we're going to keep sucking like we have for the last however long.
Yeah, that's true.
That is one of the possible answers. The other answer is, Vampiro does come out and we go with this booking, but we make it not suck and we make it interesting. Or the third possibility is somehow Conan gets involved, or some of these young guys from the Crash get involved, and there's a bigger angle at play and something interesting actually goes down. Maybe Pentagon and Phoenix do come back for a couple of appearances. Maybe they do pop a crowd and pop a number, and they're not doing a TV taping again for a while. So tonight's the night. If something big's going to go down, if they're smart, and here this goes back to the whole Conan, Lucha Underground, TNA, MLW crazy sphere that I was talking about earlier. If AAA is smart and they really want back in the game, tonight is the night. I don't know if they will actually seize that opportunity. Clearly, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes, but AAA has proven that they're very slow to react sometimes. And if they drop the ball and don't do it tonight and try to do it a month or 2 months from now, I think it's going to be a mistake. I think Impact, MLW, and the soon-to-be debuting Lucha Underground Season 4 are going to steal their thunder. And if they want to get back in the game, if Dorian is serious about this and licensing Penta and Phoenix and getting Ray back, if he's really serious about popping the crowds and getting some heat back for his promotion in Mexico, he should do it tonight. And I hope for his sake that he's able to find a way to do that, because guys like me, guys like Casey, guys like Lucha Blog, Rob Viper, we're actually interested right now.
Yeah,
but you're not going to get me again in 2 months, bro. You're not going to get me again in 2 months. Do it tonight, or at the worst, the next taping. But if you wait 2 fucking months, Dorian, I'm out. I don't give a fuck anymore. This is like the last chance for AAA. I don't know. You think I'm crazy, Case?
No, it's. I agree. Sounds exactly right.
I hope they did. I hope Conan did cut a deal with them.
Well,
a lot of people
the
are like,
show-
"Fuck that!
the
Don't go
show's
back to those guys." But
the show's happening right now, and it doesn't sound like shit's happening. So yeah.
you know, the main event is a fucking 6-man tag or something crazy.
Oh God, I don't even know.
I don't
even
know. It's like all the big names in one fucking spot. So
Mhm.
my hope is that there is something bigger beyond that they do have an angle, that they do have a play. We'll
But
see.
you have all the big names in one match. That's where you do the angle anyway, right? So you just gotta wait.
Or you got the Vampiro match that's a couple of spots down from that. It's what? Vampiro and Wagner versus Blue Demon Jr. and Son of Wagner, or Wagner Jr. or something. I think one of those couple of matches.
Sounds like a goddamn train wreck is what that sounds like.
And Wagner's so fucking good. Get him out of that spot. Like, put him back with the rest of the guys at the top of the card, please.
I mean, I like him feuding with his son because it really has been putting his son over huge. But yeah.
Well, and we'll see. Like, whereas Conan is trying to get ready for another farewell tour, Vamp's been on his farewell tour for a year now already, and we need to see where it's going. Like, if Vamp is going to keep doing this, he needs to make the angle be actually about him instead of jumping into other people's gimmicks. Like, make the angle be about you. Make it be about your farewell tour. Get out there, do the damn thing, then maybe finish it off with a big match with Wagner, and then be done. And be happy with it that you went out on top in a great spot. You booked it yourself. You had the last little run. But these little things where it's like it feels like he feels stuck inserting himself into the angle because they've lost so many guys and they don't have enough fucking heat, and he's not incorrect in the fact that he's one of the guys that still gets a big pop, but it's such an afterthought. Like, if you're going to do it, bro, fucking do it. Like, I'm a Vampiro fan. I want to see you do it, but I don't want to see a half-assed version of you inserting yourself in other people's gimmicks. I want to see the gimmick. I don't care if you're broken down and you can't go like you used to go. There's a ton of wrestlers that I watch that, because they have a nostalgic memory for me, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, even if they're broken down a little bit. Who gives a shit? It's wrestling. Go out there and tell me a story. But getting tagged on to some gimmick after the fact is not telling me a goddamn story.
No, and I could see where they could tell a good story, like have him kind of turn on Dr. Wagner, but then eventually do something so horrible to him. It's what gets the father and son to reunite because he feels bad for his dad getting murdered by a vampire. Like, that could work.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
Yeah.
But I think realistically, your best hope is you get Vamp finishing the end of his victory lap, passing the torch to Conan, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Let them feud it out for a little bit, then let Conan go on his victory lap and end the whole thing off for both of them a year from now. If they do that, that works for me. And I would love to see it happen in AAA. As much bullshit as they put us all through in the last couple of years, I almost feel like, I still want to see them get their last chance. I'm a true American in the fact that I believe in stupid redemption stories, even when I shouldn't. I'd love to see AAA get its last chance. And I also feel like those motherfuckers owe it to me. Like, please, we have suffered through some god-awful shit the last year especially. Can you please give us some hot-ass fucking angles? That's it. Just asking for just a couple of months of a hot-ass angle. Even if it's Conan's old ass, even if it's Vamp's old ass, even if it's Wagner's old ass. Like, but give us the angle. Like, give us something that actually matters and fill out the card. Bring in the guys from Tijuana. Get some of these dudes back from Crash. Beg fucking Conan to send Penta and Ray back. Give us something in the middle of the card. Bring Cross back and let him finish his goddamn storyline that got truncated.
Yes.
Any of these things. Any of them. There's 10 of them to choose from. All they got to do is pick 3 and run with them. That's all I'm saying. Dear God, please, AAA. Like, CMLL has been better for the most part for the last year, obviously. But I think they've kind of run their course. This is not going to be the hot time of year for them. AAA has a real opportunity, and it's today, literally right now, as we're speaking, over on Twitch. Go there and watch it now, because I don't have shit else to say. You got anything else to say, Casey?
Nah. Go to sleep, motherfuckers.
Go to sleep, or go watch AAA on Twitch, or go watch MLW on BN Sports.
Or watch Karate Kill on Amazon Prime.
Watch Katarina's movie, Karate Kill, on Amazon Prime. Go and look at my Facebook or my Twitter, and look at Cross's Twitter. See some of that shit from Maverick Pro last week. Cross also was on House of Hardcore this week. If you go to the very end of the Twitch broadcast, he tells a real life story. And I've heard a few of these kind of stories from Cross. I had not heard this particular one. But I know it's a shoot. And there's this thing about Cross. Like, he's a legit fighter. Like, the guy legit knows MMA, kickboxing, has done some stuff in the ring that he doesn't even like to talk about. And I know when he's pro wrestling, one of his biggest worries in life is that he's going to fucking potato somebody the wrong way one day. He does not want to fucking hurt somebody too bad one day. He's actually afraid of how psychopathic he actually is. This story that's on the end of House of Hardcore just exemplifies that. It's frightening. It's horrifying. It's a little bit funny. It's very, very real. And I think it's a very true sentiment from Cross that you're not going to get later when he appears in Impact or Lucha Underground or WWE or wherever the fuck he ends up in his career, because he's going straight to the top. Mm-hmm. Watch that now, because it's a very interesting moment where he talks about one of his day jobs and some of the nastiness that he got involved with. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. So for Byron Fever, who just boned the fuck out, for Chris Roach's movie Truth or Dare, for everything crazy that Conan's doing that we don't exactly know about, for Lucha Central, for at Lucha Gringo, for me, the Outlaw LA Red, for everybody on the face of the goddamn planet. Until next time, stay calm and stay in the mix.